Hello, fam, and welcome to, we're in the gallery because it doesn't play the song that makes me cry. Hello!
I mean, why not go to main menu, Mina?
No! I'm not gonna
Come
do
on.
it. No.
Come on.
Guys, I'll have you know, I just started fucking crying when I opened the game.
Yeah, Mina just like, I
I
can do
opened it.
this. Hey!
Yeah. This game has given me incredible emotional damage, which is now a sound redeem because I thought it was fitting to introduce it in this place. Yeah, so we are gonna do some of the fun extra content in this game before we start a Requiem for Innocence. So that was what I opened. That was why I opened the game today.
Requiem for Innocence. Can't believe they made the JoJo game.
Right? And that's the general vibe.
Jeepa.
For anyone who didn't join for the main game, go watch that. It's the best shit ever. I'm here on the CG screen because I don't want to listen to the sad song that makes me cry. Good game, good game, life-changing, show-stopping, fabulous.
Indeed.
Hope you're ready to cry your eyes out. Yeah. But today we're not gonna be crying because we're gonna be we're gonna be playing the funny scenario. We're gonna be playing the joke.
I'm going to be really sad.
Yeah. Can't wait for it.
Go back to main menu.
I know I need to, but I know I have to get anywhere. I'm just trying to speedrun it.
Also, you can also show the game.
Yeah, no, I'm right now. I'm just sitting here chatting shit.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the game, right?
Yes.
Good. That's important. For. I'm sorry, my nose is still stuffy.
Oh no.
It's annoying.
You know, sir.
Yeah, itchy nose.
タピオカパンケーキフレンチトーストクレープチーズハットグ
Thank you. Classic from Soul Hackers. Fantastic. Love it. Love you. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's just go before I regret it. Okay. Okay. If I prepare myself, it's fine. Okay. Speedrun. We're speedrunning it. Come on, fast. Go faster. Go faster! Go faster!
Emotional damage!
I did it! Okay. We're in the game. I have no idea who this is. Excuse me, what are you doing here? You! Yes, you!
You, the player.
Oh. I wish I knew how all these uninvited souls kept finding their way to my mansion. I just want to throw you all the fuck out, man! Oh, Morgana, my beloved. Well, never mind that for now. The fact that you're here means that you've uncovered all the mansion's mysteries, yes? Boy, have I. My congratulations for having the fortitude to endure such a grim tale. I would ask you what you thought of it, but unfortunately that is beyond even my powers. I'm not the Steam review page. Shut the fuck up.
The survey of manner satisfaction.
I'm not the Steam review page. Shut the fuck up and go there instead.
Yeah.
Since you're here, though, how would you like to take a little tour of the house? That is, if you're willing to take this hand. Always, honey.
Hi, honey.
You've got a strong stomach,
nice.
At least. Oh fuck! I keep.
You got a bone to Mina. You got the bone to pick.
Yes, I need to remember this thing that I don't accidentally constantly do like this. Like this.
What are you doing?
I'm testing it.
You're getting it out of your system.
Yes! Before we begin our little trek, I would like to emphasize that this is, as the title implies, a look behind the curtains of the house in Fata Morgana. If you just completed the game and would like some time to dwell on it, you're welcome to head back now.
Game?
Oh, I had my time.
Game? Is it a game to you?
This is a fucking game to you! The fact that I've been Pavloved into crying at the first 3 notes of a song. That's a game to you, Morgana. God damn it. But should you choose to continue, I encourage you to do so, knowing that what you're about to read does not in any way respect the tone of the game proper. You'll be making your way into the heads of the staff themselves, and I promise you, it's not a pretty sight. You'll see people who shouldn't be here, things that contradict the events of the game, a general sense of pandemonium. You'd do best not to think much of any of it. That said, I would prefer not to have to guide you around the house all by myself. Not because I have anything in particular against you, of course. I simply think it would be inappropriate for him not to accompany us. Yes, him, the story's protagonist. Let us be off then. Of course, him. Guy. Man himself.
Ah, I found another split end. Look, this one's split into 3.
I don't know why you're so excited about split ends. My hair's such a mess, maybe I should just cut it all off. We know you don't want that. You're not particularly attached to having long hair. Yeah, you're just a fucking goblin in your tower, growing hair.
I'm not sure how I feel about that idea. What will I sleep on if your hair is gone?
I quite enjoy playing with your hair myself, says the woman who once called me a hair monster. I love them. I love them.
I didn't actually mean that. I meant it in like a sexy way. You know? I was just, you know, a little overwhelmed at the time and about how unexpectedly handsome you were. But I couldn't bring myself to say it.
I hope your 2 sickening lovebirds spontaneously combust. I hate straights!
Jesus.
Morgana just sitting in the corner like, ugh, straight people. Is the music a little loud? Let me know. I don't know.
Let's check.
And
oh, hello, obese rats.
hello, obese rats.
Hey, what was that for? Be careful what you wish for, quite literally. We might actually go up in flames.
I mean, it's fine. Like it is hearable well, but like you can hear our voices clearly. So
yeah, I'll turn it down like a little.
A little, not more, like just a lot.
Yeah, there we go. 0.7 decibels.
Wow, that's a lot of decibels.
How long have you been standing there, Morgana?
As the true master of this house, I am everywhere at all times. Stop having sex constantly. Sorry!
Even in the bathrooms. Great. Love that for us.
Don't worry. When I was in her position, I closed my eyes and plucked my ears when you were doing your business.
What?
This woman is stupid. I love her.
I didn't look, I promise!
What the fuck?
Why are you saying this? This is so unnecessary. I love you, Giselle. I think that's enough toilet humor for the time being. Especially in front of our guest. You're the one who brought it up.
Wait, what guest?
Oh, so you can't see the soul beside me.
That's quite a shame. Could they be who was watching over us? I better give them my thanks then. Unfortunately, I can't see you there, but either way, thank you very much for accompanying us to the end of the story. Go on, Michelle. You thank them too.
Thanks. You're the protagonist. Surely you can do better than that. No. Could you really consider me the protagonist? Didn't even know who I was for like 50% of this. What? Did you hit your head and lose your memory again? It just never really seemed that way to me.
I can understand that. You didn't become an active participant in the story until the end of chapter 4, Michelle.
Thanks! I'm glad for this recap! In some ways, you could call the first 4 chapters an extended prologue.
But once you reclaimed yourself, you were most definitely playing the protagonist. Especially the final chapter. You had me swooning by the end.
Sure. Thanks.
I'm gonna bring Michelle with me. And only Michelle. Aw, what about me?
Because with you around, he turns into a lovesick, airheaded dope. And I don't want that. I want him to shut up and be angry. He's about as useful to me as a wet paper sack full of potatoes.
Come on now, get moving. Are you sure I can't come with you? Absolutely not. You spoil him, in more ways than one.
What are we gonna do, though?
What do you think, my dear? What any respectable behind-the-scenes extra would do, of course. We're gonna visit each room in the mansion and faff about like a bunch of fools.
It sounds a lot like spend 1,000 lights talking trash about Michelle to me! Fuck yeah, let's go! I seem to recall plenty of faffing about in the main game anyway. Why don't we do something we couldn't do there?
Ah, I have just a thing. Here, they're cue cards.
Cue cards?
They got profiles and other miscellaneous notes from the creators about each of the characters.
That's hilarious.
I thought they might come in handy.
I can see them being useful, yes. But why exactly do you have those?
Oh, you know, I'm just an infinite-dimensional being of chaos here to ruin your lives. Hello.
I'm glad they don't have a meltdown about this self-existence.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's the maid's job to give the star of the show his notes.
Is that a fact?
If I'm not mistaken, the maid had cue cards in the other extra as well.
I'd rather pretend those miniaturized things were not actually us. I wonder what they're referring to. Some cheapy bullshit? I can't help but feel the creators were screwing with us on some level. I need to know what this other thing is.
Actually, since we're here, maybe we should start with the two of you before we head out. I'll read your profile, Michelle. I thought you want to do it yourself, would you? Hand over the cue cards.
No!
Alright, now let's begin. This pathetic long-haired man is, believe it or not, the protagonist of the house in Fata Morgana.
I see, I told you this is how it would go!
You can't deny a lot of readers probably didn't expect the creepy white-haired recluse to turn out to be the main character.
Fair.
According to this, two of the creators' goals for this game were to subvert readers' expectations and cast a new light on old information the further you progressed into the story. You two are probably the most obvious examples of that.
Don't forget about yourself, Morgana.
Even before the focal point of the game, My Story, was revealed, there were examples of lines and or events taking on new meaning as each of the first 3 chapters developed. Though, perhaps there are some people whose interpretations did not change throughout the course of the tales.
That's true. At first, Mel seemed like a fairly likable young man, but by the end of his chapter, he'd revealed himself as a helplessly worthless child. Rip.
Wow.
That's rich coming from you, Michelle.
The second chapter was pretty crazy too! When we found out about, ukulele, that was it.
A very sad ukulele.
No, that's not how you pronounce his name! My throat is killing me, I don't know why.
Oh, you guys just streamed until 11 PM yesterday, Mina.
Okay.
No, that's not how you pronounce his name. As I recall, it's eucalyptus.
You already made that joke. Let it go, please. The creature doesn't need a name. Just call him the Beast. Chapter 3 was something else, too. My impression of Jacopa and Maria had completely turned around by the end.
At the end of that chapter, you learn what kind of man he really was, which then ties into the revelations in the final chapter. Piles of human garbage, the 3 of them.
We'll go into more detail about them later. Right now it's Michelle's turn. The core aspects of his character are justice and righteousness.
What? Why are you looking at me like I just told you the sky is purple? I, wasn't expecting something so flattering to come out of your mouth. No, I don't really think of myself that way. I'm hardly a paragon of virtue.
That's true. Putting a knife to a woman's neck isn't very righteous. Can we forget about this?
Oh, come on.
My sincerest apologies!
You had your reasons, I know. But it was pretty terrifying at the time. I don't hold a hit against you, though.
Anyway, well, those are the core aspects of your character. They got buried over the course of the abuse and misfortune you suffered throughout the story. Your circumstances in life forced you to repress yourself, and once you were free from those restrictions in the final chapter, you were able to act as the man you truly are, or something to that effect. I'd say... It was just self-influence more than anything that got me through the final chapter. Like I said in the game, I couldn't have done it on my own.
Hehe, I'm glad I could be of assistance. I really need to peel these two apart, right now.
We'll never finish if they keep making goo-goo eyes at each other every 10 seconds. I love her. I want to be in Morgana's head forever. I love her so much. If that's supposed to be my character, then there's one thing I can't wrap my head around.
And what would that be?
How all the promotional material portrays me.
The staff has a fondness for being misleading, the writer especially.
Take my portrayal in the demos backstage extra. What was that all about?
Well, it was the demo. I'm sure they just didn't want to spoil the surprise. It was fun calling you my whipping boy, too.
I want to know what this is! I'm gonna have to ask Catherine about it later. And your portrayal makes sense if we assume the Michelle there was from when it was just the two of us living in the mansion. You were pretty damaged at that point. Which was largely my fault, I suppose. In any event, the promotional material's already out there, so there's nothing you can do about it. Fuck you. You are, for all intents and purposes, officially a neat. Well, now that the game's over, I have a couple of things I'd like to get off my chest.
And what would those be?
I never wanted to be a recluse.
Well said. Well said indeed.
Good job, good boy. Also, I never wanted to die a virgin. Oh my god. I can't with this man. Oh my god. He's like, excuse you? I did want to smash a lot before I died, but I didn't. Sorry. Can't exactly recover from 37 stab wounds and the emotional damage of being killed by your brother.
Well said. Well said indeed.
Though, I must say, it seems rather irreverent to joke about either of those knowing what we know now.
Well, we're not the ones writing. I'm just reading from this card right here, see?
We just say what we're told to. Regardless, I can't say I'm completely satisfied, but I'm happy enough my story was adequately explained in the game itself. I'm genuinely impressed that you could be happy about any of your story, considering the kind of hell you were put through. There were how many dead ends? It took quite the beating on more than one occasion. A lot of that does fall on my head, I suppose. The ending was perfect, though. So yes, I'm happy. Please, for the love of all that's holy, stop smiling! That's creepy. I can't see it as anything but pitiful. Why? Because in this story, you're the king of misfortune. Ah, that reminds me. There's something in your profile even more crucial than your core of justice of righteousness. You were apparently born under an unlucky star. And that's why, no matter what you do or where you go, you're destined to have terrible things happen to you. Why must the universe be so cruel to me?
Well, I am the queen of misfortune, so perhaps they just wanted someone else to be as miserable as me.
Giselle had it pretty bad too.
What? You think so?
What? Really, Giselle? Really? Really?
I didn't have it that bad.
I just got, like, assaulted and labeled as a witch? And almost killed? Yeah, totally fine. I was just like, you know, that's just like before breakfast. What the fuck is wrong with these people? My voice is gonna die.
Oh no.
My voice is gonna die. I don't think I had it nearly as bad as either of you. You spent centuries completely and utterly— Wait, also that part! She had to spend like almost 1,000 years being undead and alone. You spent centuries completely and utterly broken.
It's all in the past, though. I'm back to my old self now, and that's enough for me. You're unnaturally skilled at whitewashing the past.
Hello, I be Seiya-ing so hard. I be so Seiya today. In fact, the both of you are far too forgiving. Although I suppose that's why you ended up as the hero and heroine of the story. But I'm still the anti-heroine, ha ha ha. You say that like it's something to be proud of. I'm still the villain. Flipped hair.
Well, that about covers the main character, Michelle. In conclusion, he's a 27-year-old man with his head in the clouds who talks like a character out of a bad fairy tale.
That is... Yep, that sounds about right. What happened to all that about justice and righteousness? Why couldn't you conclude with that?
He also has no sense of humor and doesn't realize they're the exact same thing.
Could you try not buttering me up only to tear me back down again? Even the inverse would be preferable.
And to top it all off, he's completely incompetent when it comes to romance.
I knew it! I knew this was how it was gonna go!
I'd rank you being made fun of number 2 in terms of when you're most interesting, Michelle.
Gee, thanks. That makes me feel so much better!
Now, since we seem to have fallen back into our usual routine, let's move on to Giselle, shall we? What, me next? Oh, I've got butterflies in my stomach.
And here we have, believe it or not, the heroine of the game.
What's so hard to believe about that? Tell me, would you have ever imagined the maid with her creepy laugh was once this bubbly ball of energy? I'd rather not think about my time as the maid.
Can't say I blame you. Your mind was a complete mush at the time.
Oof. If you'll allow
me to say, that maid outfit was quite the eye-catcher.
Hold your tongue, my dear.
Your tits look nice in the outfit. Shut up! Now I'm just picturing Morgana as like a teacher and her two students of like a kindergarten class, and these two are the students, and she's just constantly having to like whack them over the head with the fucking ruler because they won't shut up.
Oh boy.
It's like, no! Stay! Like she's training dogs. Stay!
Now I have to ask, Giselle, when in the world did you pick up those laughably flowery speech patterns? Are you sure you want to know?
Is there any reason I wouldn't?
I picked it up from you, Morgana. Like, when you're really ripping into someone, Morgana, you kind of start talking like a character in a stage play.
You're calling me theatrical? You are. This line is proof. You take that back, right now. So the maid speech patterns from modeled after Morgana's, huh? That would definitely make sense, considering the tone of the 4th chapter.
Don't you be talking about me even in your head!
Not a word.
Regardless. My speech patterns and the maid share nothing in common, and you're terrible human beings for so much as suggesting it.
What are you smirking about? Stop that creepy laugh.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that human Morgana is kinda incredibly adorable and I want to squish her cheeks. Oh.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, man.
Ah, you're blushing! Look at her, she's blushing! Get her! Get this on film right now! Paint it!
Oh, be quiet. Are you just gonna stand by and watch as your girlfriend insults me like this, Michelle? She's flirting with you. I have to agree if you ask me, you're pretty adorable right now. See? That's why they're perfect for each other. They even have the same taste in women.
It's like 2 tiny little tomatoes are growing on your face.
I am not blushing, and if the 2 of you don't back off, I'll cast a curse on your souls for all eternity.
You already did that once. I'm not scared of you.
That seems a bit excessive. We seem to have gotten off track. Again.
Let's take a look at Giselle's profile now, shall we?
I can't imagine there's much wit in there. You obviously aren't a very good judge of your own character, then. No sane person would spend centuries rooting for a man they only knew for a year. Well, excuse me, princess! Miss planned eternal damnation and hold herself up in a mansion with the dead souls of the guys she hated. Oh yeah, we're starting this now?
It isn't the amount of time we were together that matters. Besides, it was more complicated than that. With how we were forced to part ways, there was no way I could let it end there. Also, we're bound on a cellular level. I think I just vomited in my mouth a little. It wasn't that bad, was it? Moving on. So as you can see, Giselle has her own fair share of baggage as well, but she's an optimistic woman, proactive about moving on. Hidden behind the maid was a fairly classic heroine character. Giselle and the maid came about because one day, the creators decided they really wanted to see a cheerful young woman turned into a broken husk of a human. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, we make this nice girl, and then we break her! It's really what they said. Wow.
And then I fix it.
We make this cute young woman, and then we break her, and then we fix her.
Smash her again! And we fix her again.
And finally, she will be reborn.
Yay!
Poor Giselle. Another thing they wanted to do with Giselle was start out with her as essentially the story's narrator, and then over the course of the game, pull her out of that position and turn her into a real character. On a somewhat unrelated note, Giselle's portrayal, or the maid's I suppose, outside the game was possibly worse than mine. It was! I was practically evil in the demo's backstage scene. I'd estimate about 70% of the character the staff tried to play off as the maid was actually Morgana. Yeah. You're making it sound like I'm evil now. You were, for a while!
What? No.
That I will not stand for.
I was misaligned.
You weren't evil, but you were definitely an antagonist for a good portion of the game. We've already established that the staff gets off on being intentionally misleading, so let's just assume that that's what it was and move on. Before I forget, there's one other important note on Giselle's profile I still need to go over. Oh? What would that be? She has the largest breasts of anyone in the game. Good for her! Good for her! Happy titillage! Cheers!
Her rats are most obese.
Yes. Really? Really? I saw that, Michelle! I saw you sneaking a look! Don't think you can fool me! He's your boyfriend?
That's not a lot!
You can touch them! And do other weird things with them! But if you look at them! If you dare!
Oh.
I'm just trying to think of the fucking logic here. It's like, you didn't fuck him yet? Maybe. I don't know, he's already dead, right?
Michelle is like, okay, I'm going to dive in.
Yeah. It's hard not to look, frankly. You guys have no idea what it's like. My shoulders are constantly stiff. It's terrible. Hold on a second. Didn't it say on your profile? Did you prefer small boobs? What? I never said that.
Yeah.
Who do you think we're going to trust here? But enough of that. Look, it doesn't matter what the developer. It doesn't matter what the developers say if your protagonist is delusional. It's like, no, I will not accept your small boob propaganda. I like big mommy milkers. Michelle probably. And just I was like, that's so forced. That's Giselle and or the maid for you. She started out the game seemingly full of secrets and possibly scheming something. It turned out to be ideal wife material. Ideal wife material. I like the sound of that. Why does she get so much better treatment than me? Because you suck! The story is supposed to be, at least to some degree, about Michelle's growth, so without Giselle around, I imagine it would have ended failing that goal spectacularly. Most likely. The two of us kept each other going. Now, that about sums everything I have to say about you two, so we're going for a little walk around the mansion. You stay here and keep yourself entertained, Giselle. I'd rather come with you. I'm staying too. No! You're coming! You piece of shit, scrawny ass neat! You're coming with me!
You can't make me.
If you don't, I'll cast another curse on their free souls.
Do you want all your hard work in the game to go to waste? You don't have to threaten me, man. Okay, fine. I'll be back shortly, Giselle.
Have fun. I'll be here when you get back. Here, Michelle. You can have the cards back. It is now your job to read off their profiles.
Do I really have to?
You might as well do something, you useless piece of garbage. What happened to the Michelle from the game's climax?
Because right now you look like breathing is too much effort to bother with. I just don't think I'm the right person to be talking about other people's characters.
You might have a point.
You don't believe everything you see on the screen.
If you don't have someone to keep you in check, you'll start defending anyone, no matter how heinous. You really ought to learn to call a sinner a sinner.
Was she asleep for half the game? I just find it so fucking funny to me. I love this game so much.
Anyway, it's your job. Understood?
Well, whatever. Sure.
Let's get going then, shall we? We'll start by visiting the free men who instigated my curse. And I think I'll let you, our guest, decide the order. Now, go on, take your pick.
Well, I think I'm just gonna take them in story order. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about most logical. So, Mel, here we go. Yeah, he's just the swordsman. Just call him his name.
Off we go then. To see the spineless little boy.
Wow.
The spineless little piece of shit, garbage ass child motherfucker piece of garbage.
What?
Sorry.
Alright, you.
We came to pay you a visit, you spineless little boy.
Wait a second.
What are you doing?
Hey, you show up out of nowhere and that's how you greet me?
Yes, because you're a piece of shit.
I'm not.
You are.
You seen some chickens?
No. Because you let them all go!
Listen, Planet Zoo is a really hard game, okay? What are you two doing here anyway?
I have to talk to you for this behind-the-scenes extra. Do you really think anyone would visit you if they had a choice? This is an extra, like you said, but so can we make this a pleasant affair? Stop being a bitch, please. Thank you.
Also, I know you like calling me spineless, but I don't think I'm that big of a wuss. If you ask me, I say I handle myself pretty well around the white-haired girl by the end of the chapter 1.
Oh, really? You think that was good? Really? Really? Mel, really?
And I definitely put in some good work in the final chapter.
I'll agree on this. He did come around. But to say that what he did in chapter 1 was anything but pure spineless bullshit would be a lie. I'll agree with you about the final chapter, but the end of the first chapter doesn't leave the best impression. Thank you, Michelle.
Can you really blame me?
Yes! I can, Mel! Yes!
How was I supposed to predict Nelly would go so far?
You're supposed to create boundaries with people! You can't just blame... Ugh. No kidding.
Go on, Michelle.
The cue cards. Yes, we can. Thank you, Daragon. I appreciate it.
Share the spineless child's profile with all the world.
Let's see here. It says here that the desire to be loved is one of the themes of Mel's story. That kind of makes sense. His unconditional kindness for others is rooted in that desire.
Could you be any more pitiful, my dear?
I don't think that's a terribly unusual trait.
Some people need the validation and love of others to make it through life. That's only human. See, I told you that you'd start getting defensive. Exactly. Oh god. Oh no. I did it again. I did it again.
Oh no.
I forgot to change. It's fine. It's always in the title, so it's fine. I don't see the point of being as harsh on him as in the extra as I was in the main game.
On the subject of the first chapter, I have to say, it really was surprisingly bright and cheerful for the most part. At least until the later parts in the chapter. Things were honestly quite pleasant. I wonder how many readers at that point in the game could have even imagined how brutal and dark the main story would turn out to be.
Up until the second chapter began, I imagine many people thought you were the game's protagonist, Mel.
Not that he could have handled that kind of responsibility, of course.
Let me guess, because I'm spineless.
You're catching on!
So for my task of downloading every song I like from my like videos playlist is getting along well. I have 768 so far. Oh man, I need to get back to doing that too. I have like a music playlist that I haven't been checking for a while.
It's a question of experience. Only someone who's been through the kind of mistreatment and misfortune Michelle has would be able to free me.
Oh, I didn't know you had it in that bad, Michelle.
Where do I begin? It's not something I care to talk about.
To start things off, he was physically and emotionally abused by a psychopathic woman by the name of... Not another word, Morgana!
Well, whatever happened, it sounds like it was rough.
Yeah, it's like, where do we even start with Michelle? Holy fuck.
It started on the day of my birth. Both parents failed to show up.
Yeah. It's that kind of energy.
Yep. Yeah, my sympathies.
Getting pity from you just makes me irrationally angry. Also, so I can give you a good whack to the jawbone. Jesus.
Wow. Whoa, you're just defending me. I wasn't Line's back, and now you want to hit me?
Yes!
You two get along oddly well, you know.
There's something about Michelle that almost makes him feel like he's my age.
I have a good 10 years on you.
He did spend 13 years locked up in isolation from the world. It's hardly a surprise he stopped aging mentally.
Whoa, you were locked up for 13 years? Well, now I really feel bad for you.
Stop! I'm gonna kick you! Prepare for the beating of a lifetime, boy!
Why? Just say I felt bad for you.
That's the problem!
Your sympathy is by and large a ruse. Rarely ever do you genuinely mean it.
That's not true.
We've gotten off track again. Mel is, on the surface, a friendly, kind-hearted young man, but he has a tendency to stumble and cower back when things get difficult. In part due to the lack of self-esteem mentioned earlier, and in the final chapter, he started off in a very difficult situation, so he was submissive and a constant source of pathetic complaining.
Spineless and submissive and breedable. Want to add more adjectives? There's no hope for you, is there?
Yeah.
I think he would make a fairly respectable young man if he could overcome that weakness. The end of the final chapter was, in part, a result of him reaching that point.
See, when push comes to shove, I came through.
Have you forgotten the part where you sold me out?
Sorry about that.
One's environment does also have a significant effect on their behavior. Well, that about covers what's on the cue card.
I feel like I just spent whole time getting railed on.
Now you know what it feels like to be me, Mel!
Well, I can blame you, I guess. Considering how I acted over the course of the game.
Just need to whack him a good one. Right, like, I'll just go like, hey, Mel! In the end, you did
I'm glad I
manage to
could be of
prove, and then I
assistance.
didn't read it. In the end, you did manage to prove a good ally, though. I didn't read that. I'm sorry. If you're trying to end this on a pleasant note, I won't have it. Conflict! I want conflict! Okay, right. Come over here. Come over here. Yeah, there we go. My stream deck was like starting to run away from me. Come here, stream deck. Stream deck! Him being somewhat helpful in an alternate version of events that never actually occurred doesn't change the fact that he gave me up like the spineless wuss he is. Oh, give him a break, would you? The game's over. This could be a different game entirely and I would still hold it against him. I suppose I could be a little less incessant about it. We do have a guest after all. Now, I think it's time we go to see someone else.
You're leaving already? That's unfortunate. I was hoping we could maybe go for a walk in the sun or have a picnic together or something.
So you can weaken me? And then what'll you do to me? If you should just walk around the lake, I'll tie rocks to your feet and push you in. Farewell, Mel. Until our souls cross paths once more in the boundless sphere of fate.
Yeah, bye Morgana, Michelle.
Let's go see... Eucalyptus.
Calypso.
You want to see him? Well, whatever you like. Michelle, you go first. So I can be your meat shield again. He's just vibing. We came to pay you a visit, you psychopathic monster. Hello to you too.
Hair forehead.
Hair forehead.
Is that what I am? A psychopath?
If nothing else, you're most certainly the character in this game that poses the most danger to others.
Slashy. That's fair. Most of the dead ends were on me as well.
You really need to learn to show some regard for human life.
I just lose control of myself. There's nothing I can do about it.
This is murder we're talking about here. It can't be helped. I slip on a rock and then my sword is in the gut of some dude. It's like...
Yeah, bye.
It's a little yeah, bye.
Oops.
Do something about it! Of all the characters in the game, he was the most dramatically two-faced. The illustrations in the second chapter were honestly quite shocking. I feel terrible for Pauline.
So what brings you to here?
It's a behind-the-scenes extra, so we're here to discuss you as a character. The staff even provided us with notes.
I see. I'm a character in a video game.
Yeah.
Do you not think that's setting word talk at all then?
You want to talk about the setting? You, the Japanese guy who barged in out of nowhere in what was supposed to be a gothic suspense/horror game? Out of curiosity, were you also Japanese in the final chapter?
I couldn't tell you. I don't have most of my memories. What does the staff have to say about that?
From somewhere in Asia.
Wow.
Wow!
You can literally be like anywhere.
Yeah. That's literally like saying somewhere in the southern hemisphere. It's like, really? Where? Be a little more specific. It's like saying somewhere in Europe. It's like there's a lot of difference between being, I don't know, Finnish and Italian. Just a little bit difference, you know?
Yeah.
Like, culturally.
I'm from Asia. Am I India? That's incredibly vague.
That said, there's apparently a
Oh
reason
boy,
for
I'm
the
Australian
ambiguity.
now. Oi there.
The main theme of your story is boundaries, it says.
Oh wow, I was expecting madness or brutality or beasts or multiple personalities.
I'd actually have multiple personalities.
He doesn't.
It's just an act.
There's nothing to gloat about, my dear. Anyway. It says here that you're a character that straddles a number of different boundaries. Yes, what does it say? Go on.
It says your Fursana is a wolf.
Sanity and madness, humanity and barbarity. Also, faithfulness and infidelity.
Ooh, I committed no infidelity. Thank you very much. I never slept with the white-haired girl.
Only because all you need in a relationship is peace and a tether.
Oh right, I need to decide my tether.
Swordsman Ace? Headcanon? Question mark?
You have some tethers, girl.
I love that Ace representation. I am also a psychotic murderer. Sorry.
Meanwhile, you can hear an echo of Pauline. I can fix him!
I can fix him! You can see to that point rather easily. And once you cross one of those boundaries, you quickly lose control of yourself. You really are a strange man, you know that. You weren't quite so bad in the final chapter, but in the second, it was almost unbelievable how downright maniacal you got. I expect my curse had some influence there, though. On that note, it also says that here that the writer thought chapter 2 seemed unusually long, until they realized it was in no small part thanks to Yukimasa's cackling.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah.
Second chapter was way longer than I expected.
Yeah. And he just kept laughing for a lot of lines.
Yep.
At least you were having fun. Of everyone, I say I'm probably most worried about how you turned out after the ending.
I swore I would resist the temptations.
I doubt that stopped you from laughing like a madman as you strangle puppies and smash kitten skulls.
Wow.
Wow.
That's very rich. God, I wish I could be human.
Sounds like some twisted version of Pinocchio.
Once the reveal finally happened, it was almost hilarious how vapid the merchant's character became. Like what you told Pauline, perhaps my adoration had grown so strong it had turned you into a transcendent beauty like Cleopatra herself.
Women like to hear such things about themselves.
It was interesting going through Songs I Like from years ago and seeing the periods when I was really into one specific song. Apparently I have 5 different covers of Maigami Saved. Damn. That's a lot. You're terrible.
And then you went and killed one of your crewmates out at sea and told Pauline, no, there was no trouble when you get back. You're as black-hearted as they come.
Why did you come? You don't have to tell me, I am aware.
That's an odd point to get snippy over.
He has no concern with whether he's a good or a bad man, only with whether he's a man or a beast.
Again, I am aware.
I really hope I'll never run into him again outside the extras.
Next to the rest of the cast, it's also refreshing how forward you are about your atrociousness, despite being so much worse than any of them. It almost makes me think you're so hopeless, it's not even worth bothering. That doesn't mean I'll forgive you, of course.
At least give Pauline a good life, please. That's not exactly reassuring.
I will do what I can.
You know, for all your smile around Pauline, you're about as stone-faced as Michelle around everyone else. In fact, I'd say Michelle had you beat in the final chapter.
We all know her smiles is fake, though.
Indeed, and it's only ever been for Pauline, no one else. Both in the second chapter and the final chapter.
Maybe we should rename you the Masked Man.
That makes him sound like a superhero.
You do your best, my dear, and try to blend into society. Now, I think we've spent more than enough time with this beast. So let's be off, shall we?
They changed it.
Goodbye, angel, and goodbye, witch.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not an angel?
How many
for
times
what
do I need
it's
to tell you? I
worth-
do not care.
And for what it's worth, I'm not a witch any longer either.
So I'm the only non-human left on the cast then.
Wow.
How unfortunate.
Oof. Someone really needs to do something about him. There's nothing anyone can do but leave him be. Farewell, Yukimasa.
What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I don't feel safe just leaving him be out of everyone.
Yeah. Until our souls cross paths once more and bound to see her fate. I mean, at least he's, like, dead.
He's backstage. I don't know.
It's fine!
Very well.
Toodles! Stop saying that.
Toodles.
Toodles! Stop saying that, Michelle. Go see Xiaopo. Oh, you wanna go see him, do you? There's no other options! Morgana!
The illusion of choice.
Yeah. Well, if that's what you want, I suppose I can take you. Why, hello there. Was this song louder?
Because it's popping. Where the hell is my phenakistoscope?
I'm trying to figure out. Something like this. Probably be fine. Why, hello there. How's your fragile male ego holding up? Wow, that's one for the history books.
I am genuinely glad to see you. However, I must ask, why did you bring him along with you? Why do you never come see me alone?
About as well as always, I see.
I mean, you only the best. In fact, there's a great deal I still need to tell.
And you wonder why I don't want to see you? You got pathetic real quick after the final chapter ended, huh?
Damn it. Have you even seen that man? He's just a filthy Frenchman with disgustingly long hair.
The hair is one thing, but I can't change where I was born.
Oui. Le baguette en garde.
En garde, bitch.
Not a single demon, damn good thing has ever come out of France.
You're looking
Except
at
white
him.
flags. Same say French is the one of the three great cuisines of the world, but anyone in a functional tongue knows Italian is vastly superior. He's kinda right. I'm just saying. He got a point. They call themselves part of civilized world, but in reality, it's just a bunch of stuck-up snobs.
But does Michelle?
That's the thing.
Does Michelle really like? Is Michelle somehow like representative of the French population?
No, I don't like.
Not
That's the thing. I
really.
was going to say. I don't think Michel is representative of French as a whole, right?
Yeah, like
Because he does not represent any problem people have with French.
no, like he's the least French character. If it wasn't for his name,
Maybe he's just from Quebec. Who knows?
yeah, he's not very French at all.
Maybe he's just Canadian. I don't know. Simple and slow to found the Beaujolais, Naval. But I tell you, the wine in my country produces is far higher quality. Stand to silence the face of immutable truth, are you? It's not that you're saying something wrong, it's that you asshole about it.
I hope you get lost
No.
in the Louvre and starve to death, you bigoted prick. I love you, Michelle.
It's like you know
yeah.
how
Yeah.
like you have this preconception that like Nordic people makes fun of Sweden, right?
Yeah.
And basically everyone hates England, right?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like French is this particular position that like nobody actually likes.
Yeah. They just
You know,
pretend to.
like Yeah, they're just like fine, and then even like with the stuff like Paris, like you want to go to Paris and you go there and just a shithole most of the time.
Yeah.
And just like and like
Yeah.
that spell breaks and just realize that this.
Nah, like this veneration of French culture. And...
That's the French culture is like this freaking kind of like a facade thing that exists,
yeah.
right? That is not actually what's real, but it's still kind of unique and.
Like I think it's
But
just
it
one
doesn't-
of those. It's one of those like contradictions of life. It's like it's not just France. It's a lot of other
yes,
countries
but
too.
France is extremely perfect example of that.
Yes, for sure.
It's like the textbook example of freaking
Oh, look at that.
expectation versus reality.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. You hurt his feelings, Michelle.
I swear, he's definitely in the running for most obnoxious character in the game. Yes, and he wins.
Yep. Also, like it doesn't help. Like the main thing that doesn't really help is how serious they treat themselves, right?
Yeah.
In the term of culture and stuff, and
Yeah.
So what brings you to here?
We're here to discuss your character as part of this behind-the-scenes extra. Although I do think Fragile Masculinity does a wonderful job describing you.
Yeah.
I love her.
Though I will say his position was extremely fucked up. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Electric Angel seems to be up there with 4 different covers saved. Ooh, nice! I have 2.
Na, 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 na.
You like to make a big show of things, but the reality is, if you had simply swallowed your pride for 2 seconds and said what you really told the truth, almost all of this could have been avoided.
This is
It's
like the
nigh
thing.
unbearable watching you flounder around like a buffoon.
Because with those characters, there's the other problem is like, right,
Yeah.
especially when you see their stories, how much was their character kind of like dialed up by the curse,
Yeah. But I feel like even in the fucking main story, he's a fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, he's an idiot, but you can with the stories, it's like kind of like
Yeah. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. I think you've probably chided him enough, Morgana.
no.
He was kind of caught between a rock and a...
Shut your mouth, Frenchman. I don't need you to defend me. Get your baguette out and guard. I want from you to know why you're with Morgana. You realize he's a rosy-eyed romantic, don't you, Morgana? Wow.
I'm sorry to inform you, but this lame man is already taken. He's not interested. I don't think his
Yes,
girlfriend
he's
is
rather the
after me,
carol.
though.
But, Mina, don't he prefer smaller boots? Saw you him swooning over some silly spring now for snow for God knows how many lines. Are you telling me the whole exchange was gag-inducing?
Your whole
Was
life is
gag-inducing?
gag-inducing, Japopo. Fuck off.
Choke on this phenakistoscope, you Seriously, why him?
You really are insufferable.
What a
Seeing
fun
a man
talk.
so overcome with jealousy is just sad. It's just sad.
God damn it. You just don't get it.
I won't deny Michelle is a bit of a romantic, but he also probably wouldn't lock someone in a tower and throw away any chance he might have had at a redemption. I'd say he's preferable to any of you.
Yeah, so sometimes with Jacopo is like, you know how somebody is right, but the person is such an asshole that you like, you are unable to decide with him, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah. Is preferable really the best I can manage?
Furthermore, I do not have feelings of that variety for him. Michelle and I, we're
oh my god.
divorced. God, GODs.
GODs? Oh my god.
We're... What now?
We are those who have been graced by overflowing divinity. We share a special connection, one you can never hope to have.
Wow.
She really just said, we aren't dating, but we are one step above.
We aren't dating, but we found each other on Tinder.
More like going overboard on drollery. I love this game. Okay, well, I've had my fun. Let's make our way to another room, shall we?
Wait, hold up.
The emotional damage is hard with this one.
What happened to discussing my character?
The cue card I was given for you is blank.
Whoa. What? It couldn't be!
I'm joking, yes.
You're kind of an asshole, you know?
You're more than just kind of an asshole. Yes, because you're one to talk. It says here that fundamentally, Jacopo's pure of heart.
Yes. Fundamentally, yes.
Yeah.
But...
No, he acts... Yeah, but... He's fine, however.
He's like, okay, Mina, like, he's out of the tree, right?
Yeah.
For me, he's the closest to be fine. To be go on to be a, like, fixed person,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But he still didn't get over that.
Yeah, he's still not over it yet.
Yes.
Though he acts proudly and egotistical, he actually feels a great deal of debt and responsibility to those who allowed him to reach his position of power. He
Because he
generally
actually
means
takes-
well. Yeah.
Because he actually, yeah, he means well, and he takes action and do it, right?
Yeah.
It's like...
It generally means well, but he has great difficulty actually communicating his feelings.
You have no right to get my kiss about communication problems, Frenchman.
Yeah, but I don't understand where yours come from.
Yeah. It's just like... he has a
Michelle
lot of
was locked
emotion,
up in
but
a
a lot.
tower for
That is
13 years with barely anything to do.
trying to untangle, like, a Jacopo emotion and try to get it over, like, you know, out and just, you know...
Yeah, like I just
Because he has the fucking emotional fire inside him that he cannot get rid of.
yeah, like, and I just think it's something inherent to his character because like
Oh, yeah.
there's like his story was of a difficult life, but I don't see what specific events in his life would have led to that kind of personality developing. It just seems
Exactly.
like it was
It's
something he had with him.
It only indicates it couldn't be one thing.
Exactly.
It could be either multi-layer or something, you know, it's like...
Yeah. Like for Michelle, there's a very obvious and very evident reason for why he is the way
we knew
he
much
is.
more of Michelle's life too, like, you know, from the beginning, basically.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, wouldn't you become bad at talking to people if you spend most of your life inside?
I'm still
Like-
bad at it, so...
Exactly. Yours are on a very, very different level. Exactly. Michelle at least gave it a fucking attempt. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You aren't even trying. You stop before you even
yeah.
begin, Jacopo.
Yep. Again, like, he has the most potential out of the three.
Yeah.
Like, so there's something I began to notice. Your characters are a little too similar to mine.
Oh my god, get over yourself! In what way?
No, we didn't say all of those. You and I are both pure-hearted types, and we're both born with less than ideal circumstances.
But dealt with it very differently.
But that's not where I take the real issue. Start talk too much alike. Try to act a little more polite around others, but on your own, your voice is uncomfortably similar to mine. I showed you before you in the game, and you know what I mean, don't you?
No.
You're the copycat.
I just want him to
You're
die.
the copycat. Copycat.
I can't deal with this right now. Too tired. Besides, Argo,
What?
chill out. And besides, I first appear at the end of chapter 2 before you're introduced. Read your line.
He's infallible.
Your voice au natural is actually more childish than you present
Oh,
yourself. Did you think somehow do you think I somehow
Oh,
wasn't aware of
contraire.
that?
You just had to bring that up, didn't you?
You could try darbing the tough guy act. It's not actually attractive at all.
I suppose I could. Oh my fucking god!
Let's go.
Oh my fucking. Wait, I didn't get a sentence in, and you were leaving?
May your souls never cross paths again in the boundless sphere of fate.
Yeah. No, let them. Damn it!
Like, it says a lot that Morgana would be fine with seeing Yukimasa again, but not this guy.
Because there's more to it.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I just find it funny.
this is a loaded like relationship, and the Yukimasa is kind of playing.
Yeah. That covers
in a
the
way.
free perpetrators. Next, why don't we pay a visit to those who were close to them? Baldo, there's something I've been wondering. And what might that be? They weren't directly involved in anything that happened to you, yet they still seem to have been made guilty by association. That's true. None of them did anything to me specifically. I have no intention of apologizing, though. Morgana apologizing, though. There's a scene I cannot imagine for the life of me. That said, I'll try to go easier on them. Though, I doubt I could come up with much to berate them for. I would appreciate that. Let us be off, then. Let's do it the same again.
Boy.
Nelly! So you want to see that rambunctious little girl, do you? Well, that's your choice to make. Well, yeah, we need to just start. Hello. Oh, it's the
She's
Saint
so
is my
small.
second brother. Hello!
She barely sticks out of the text box.
She barely sticks out of the text box. She is so small. Have you come to play? I've also
Oh
had
my
a
God,
card
Nelly.
games to choose from. Yeah.
Nelly is
Yeah.
yeah.
And if you like, I'd even make you some tea. Go on, pick a game. Let's play something. We're not here to play. Morgana seems rather uncomfortable. What? You're not... What brings you here, then? We're paying all the major characters in the game a visit for a behind-the-scenes extra. You were next on the list. Oh? Does that mean you're gonna talk about me or something? That it does. Surely everyone already knows everything they need to know about me. I'm the most adorable princess in all the land. I'd like to know how your head works, so you can say things like that about yourself without even blinking. You're pretty yourself. Now that your face is better. I love her. She's funny. She just can't seem to take control of the conversation. I will say, it rather surprises me to hear you say that. Oh, why? You were rather brutal to the white-haired girl in Chapter 1. So I assume that's how you were with all women. I only had a problem with her because she hooked up with my dearest Mel. Jesus. That's why you have problems, Nelly. Okay? It's none of your business who your brother dicks down, okay? None of your business. Anyone who tries to get close to my Mel must be exterminated. The poor white-haired girl didn't stand a chance. You're not interested in my Mel like that, are you, Saintess? The only thing I'm interested in doing to your brother is cursing him for all eternity. No, don't curse Mel. I don't care about the Lord or his bodyguard, but leave Mel out of it. Wow. You can kill those other boys. But fuck if you do anything to my Mel. I have to wonder, what exactly do you see in that spineless runt? He's handsome and kind, just like a prince. How superficial. If those are your only criteria, this white-haired giant would qualify too, wouldn't he? What? What? No, he couldn't be my prince. Michelle would never give me a rose necklace or tell me how adorable I am or smile at me. What kind of prince is that? Was it because you're trying to avoid earning your excessive affection? Yeah. It's like, I'm keeping it at arm's length. I'm not sure how I feel about being berated for not making the same mistake as Mel. So, let's move on to Nelly's profile then. So, well, as you can see, her character largely boils down to excessively adores her older brother. You need to take those rose-tinted goggles off, girly. Hey, I do not. And you make it sound like my adoration is a bad thing. It is! It is! She's a self-centered young girl, generally overflowing with energy, but also struggling with her status as a noble. The final chapter is, perhaps, a better representation of what that was like for her. How, while she appears to be quite blessed, in many ways that's not actually the case. I wonder if she seemed less obnoxious in the final chapter than the first because she was sickly and had been forced into poverty. The last thing I care about is stuffy parties. Can't stand dancing with boys I don't even like. And all that hand-kissing stuff is so stupid it makes my head hurt. Crap. I think I can kind of sympathize with her on that. Oh yeah, he definitely can.
It's not all terrible, though. I probably would have been a bit less snippy in the first chapter if I didn't have to deal with that jerkwad off Arthur.
What kind of person would you have preferred then?
Mel!
I didn't even have to know what that said.
Why did I even ask? Although, if it's just for a dance partner, I could settle for Michelle. Let's dance right here, right now. Attend to your princess like a proper prince should.
No. I don't even know how to dance. Of course he doesn't. Give it a try. I'm sure it'll be loads of fun. For you, maybe.
Are you saying you don't want to dance with me? You're a terrible brother, jerk butt!
It's not you. I won't dance with anyone. Not only do I not know how, I have little interest.
You're no fun.
You're no fun at all. Then you dance with her, Morgana! If you think it's so fun!
Also, I'm really sorry, I just saw a thumbnail of one video. And,
Because I refuse to be your plaything.
If you won't dance with me, then we'll have to do something else. We already know your singing is bad enough to make someone go deaf, Michelle, so maybe the Saints could sing for us instead.
You want me to sing?
Michelle would be great. You have a beautiful voice.
I actually wouldn't mind hearing that. Not that I think she'll do it. Okay then, as you wish. What? You're actually gonna sing?
Would you rather I didn't?
I didn't say that. I didn't expect you would.
Yay! I'm so excited. You sit down here next to me, Michelle. We'll listen together.
Yay, woohoo! It's probably very cursed. Morgana! You brainwashed Nelly!
no! Oops, I did.
That shouldn't have happened. It's just a regular hymn. You underestimate how much of an effect your voice has on people. Then maybe you should have stopped me. I underestimated it too. I'm feeling kind of spacey myself. Nelly! Hey, Nelly! Come back to us, Nelly!
Nelly!
Doesn't seem to be working. She'll be a zombie for a few more hours at least.
Damn.
Let's move on, shall we?
You're just gonna leave her like this?
You expect us to keep our guest here waiting, watching her doing nothing? She'll be fine.
Okay. Take care, Nelly! Bye. Okay. Pauline! You want to see her, do you? Well, she's harmless, so why not? Let's be off then. Let's go, Pauline! Alright.
Oh, hello there. It's nice to see the two of you.
So...
Yes.
Nothing.
Okay.
What? You know those moments when somebody's more clothed is even more...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the examples.
Yeah. What are we doing out here?
I was thinking about the ocean, and the next thing I knew, here I was.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't be a good extra without something inexplicable happening. It's so bright.
Since
Shine bright.
we're here, what do you say we grab a boat and go out on the water?
I think I shrivel up and die out there. Can we at least stay on land, please?
Oh, it's too bad, but I understand. Your health is more important, Michelle. We can talk here. You can ask me anything. Girl advice, guy advice, something more personal.
We're not here for advice. We came to have a behind-the-scenes look at your character.
Behind the scenes? Like what, with insider information?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Insider trading, yes.
My character is not all that complicated, though. At least I don't think so.
It says on your cue card that she has a tendency to put blind faith in people.
Yeah. Yeah, I realized that in the final chapter. After Maria got on my case about it.
Oh, I can't wait to see Maria again.
The psycho.
I love her. My
Of
psycho.
course you. Oh my! I can fix. Fuck it.
I can fix her.
Fuck.
She's only a psycho in chapter 3. She recovered a lot.
I don't know. It feels like she can snap any moment. You know. Oh boy. Oh no. I'm sorry, Mina.
What?
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, I'm about to write an essay about why I defend Maria with my entire... I'm kidding.
Oh boy.
Oh. Okay. Hey, don't talk about Yukimasa like that. He's a good guy.
Yuki Masa.
It is true you tend to have your head in the clouds and are exceptionally loose with your trust, but that ultimately wouldn't have been an issue if that psychopathic monster were, well, anything resembling sane. Whoa, 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 whoa. How can you still say that after what he did to you? What happened to you in chapter 2 was terrible. Both then and in the final chapter, you were completely innocent, a victim of your taste in men. What do you even see in that thing? Originally, I thought I liked him because he was a hardworking, honest man. But now that I know the truth, I think it was more a case of I felt like I had to do something for him. What you should do is stay far, far away from him. I think subconsciously I picked up on his precariousness and I wanted to be there for him. Like I said, a victim of your taste in men. I guess. That said, I think you were one of the few people who can keep him on a leash, so the world will probably be a better place with you keeping a watchful eye on him. Maybe I'll actually put a leash on him. Jesus Christ! Jesus, Pauline! Like a little doggy collar. Hehe, I'm just kidding. That didn't sound like she was kidding. Argo, she's gonna do it. She's into that kind of thing. I'd never do that. Then I probably shouldn't say I thought it was a good idea. Oh, Michelle, there's another note of the cue card you haven't read yet. Oh, you're planning on skipping that one? I'm not sure I should... It's on the card. Read it. You should read it. Alright, so... just for the record, I'm only saying this because it's on the card.
Wow.
Oh, okay. She has the second largest breasts of any character in the game.
Wow.
Wow, are they gonna list out the top 3? I bet number 3 is Maria then. Am I allowed to take him to court for that?
Yes.
I told you! That's what's on the card! You could have at least been a little less straight about it. What do you mean?
Your dad Ras is only second to Beast's.
Yeah. You seem to be pretty dense when it comes to things like that, though. I was exiled before I had the chance to learn how to properly interact like an adult! I think I didn't see you awkwardly sneaking glances at her as you read the card. Makes me wonder if what is said on your card is true, if you actually prefer big boobs. It was not! And it doesn't matter what my preferences are! I don't think I have any choice but to take this to court. Faith is literally your character. So why won't you put any in me? I saw that! That's something else I appreciate about Yukimasa. He never gave girls inappropriate looks. That's because all he can think about is murder. Oh yeah, my husband is so pure. He doesn't look at girls, only cut their heads off. Well, because his targeting system was calibrated differently. Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about him. I know he's a good guy, and that's all that matters. It's almost terrifying how she can trust him so much. Isla could also be deeply trusting, but at least she's able to acknowledge what kind of person she's placing to trust in. Pauline, she's definitely blind. You look like you have something on your mind, Michelle. No, it's nothing. Pauline, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. Oh? Are you a virgin? What? What? As a nun in the service of the Lord, you're required to maintain your chastity. Furthermore, you are known as the Saintess. So, to break that vow would be the utmost act of sacrilege. Absolutely! Of course I am! Oh, good. No. Words cannot describe how awkward this is.
I think it's time we headed off. Have a good day and may God bless. Please refrain from invoking my father's name like that. It's disrespectful coming from a woman who yearns after worldly pleasure. Sorry.
Yikes.
Farewell.
Okay, to see my girl herself.
So you wish to see her, do you? I'm
My
not very
girl.
comfortable around her, but as you wish.
I have to pick her.
Well, if it isn't Morgana, it's been forever. It has been some time, yes. You're not gonna find me down there, Morgana. Come on, show me that pretty little face of yours.
I love her so much.
No need to hide it. Do you not bear a grudge against me? Huh? Why would I? Of everyone, you deserve the least to fall under my curse. You happen to have known the Lord, and that was all. You even took care of me at the brothel.
Is that some legitimate regret I'm seeing when sensing?
Wander under the bridge. No point in holding it over you. If anything, that sack of shit Jacopo is to blame.
Wow. He's right. Meanwhile, no one has any sympathy for him. Nobody gives a shit. I always get confused about her outfit and I'm like, oh, those are the socks. I'm like, cause you know, yeah, you know how this background is like, it basically like, it isn't completely opaque, so you can kind of see through it. And I always get like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, right, the stockings.
Just say you want to look at it.
No, I mean it. I have this weird moment where I'm like, what am I looking at? And then yeah. Look, I want to look at the tits there. Like, yes, but that's not what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying...
that's up front. You want to see what's backstage.
I see.
Besides, I did kind of fuck you over pretty hard in the third chapter. That wasn't me. Not exactly, but she was supposed to be part of you, wasn't she? At least at first, I wasn't planning to cause the madam as much grief as I did. Once I got started, it spiraled out of control, you know?
Maria's kind of a terrifying woman, and that's why we love her!
But you ultimately tripped up at the end. You should have aimed for where the bastard's weakest. His poor, fragile masculinity.
These two sound like they'd be great friends if they talked more.
Or the head, either works. See, that's my problem. I don't really think before I act. I just kind of run with my instinct. I'm betting the third chapter only went as well as it did, because I had your curse helping me out. Most likely. But you know what's a real work of art? My profile on the website. It says I'm her only ally. When in reality, I was her greatest foe.
I don't think that's something to be proud of.
Your transformation in the third chapter was a sight to behold indeed. You even looked like a completely different person. I'm a girl of many faces. I have to say, I prefer you like this. Crass, but not too vulgar, with everything out in the open, including your tits and ass. I'm totally with you there, girl. Playing so many roles is hard fucking work. I imagine. Anyway, you're not here just to shoot the shit, are you?
I love her.
Oh yes, we came to discuss your character for this behind-the-scenes extra. Go on, Michelle. Quit staring off into space and read the card.
I was going to read the card, but
What is it? Some kind of mind-blowing revelation? Well, you don't have to wait for me. I'm all ears.
It's blank.
What? It's what?
I'm not kidding. It's completely blank.
Hey, what the hell? Get your asses out of here, staff. Explain yourselves.
Mina.
Why's Mike the only one with nothing on it?
Yes.
I just imagine.
Yes.
You know how I watch those comes from like the guy with IT crowd, and there's just like a drawing that with like a stickman with boobs, and just like
Yeah.
That's the note.
No themes, no profiles, nothing.
I suppose it means that you're exactly what you appear to be.
In a way, that could be considered better than everyone else with their secrets and ambiguous motivations. It's still a shitty thing to do. At least say I have like a nice ass or something, come on. At least give me a theme or something. We can come up with one if you want. Ass and tits, tits and ass.
I need some time to think about it.
Better make it a good one. Let's see. How about sisterhood? Seriously? It's not what I expected at all. That's the first thing that came to mind. Huh, that ain't half bad. I think you go with something a little more pointed, like betrayal or sluttiness or hot ass and tits.
How about self-deprecation?
So you think of me like a sister, do you, Morgana? I'm cool with that. Chin up, girl. I'm not down there.
Is she blushing? Morgana, out of curiosity, would you consider Giselle to be like a sister too?
She's more like a pet.
Wow.
Oh, I see. He doesn't even comment on it, just slides right past that. What a guy. What a fucking guy.
Anyway, I'm glad to see you're doing well. Or chugging along, at least. Hard to say anyone's doing well when we're all dead, huh?
She sounds way too jolly about that.
I know that's just an extra, but I'm glad we had the chance to talk.
Morgana.
Me too. Looks like you have grown a bit. The Morgana I knew would never have admitted that. We should get going. Oh, well, here's hoping we meet again. Later, Morgana. Someday, perhaps.
And she didn't say the line either. Yeah.
That's the last of that group. Only a few more to go.
You mean that wasn't everyone?
Unless you want that to be everyone.
Oh, right. It'd be nice seeing my brothers again.
Off we go then.
Is it gonna be their
Roskies.
current farms?
Amy!
We just get the worst one out of the way, shall we?
As you wish.
Let's go see what I meet. Wait, slow down! How could she possibly be here? You never summoned her, and she had no reason to find her way here like my brothers.
It's an extra. I can do whatever I want.
Hold
I'm a
on!
writer.
She doesn't even have a sprite!
Well, I just doodle one.
I'll just doodle
Or we
one
go
for
to
you
the
real
classic.
quick.
We go to the classic UI.
And then she just like draws like a stick figure with like big
I mean,
tits and
George
like an
also doesn't
angry
have
face.
Sprite, right? George also doesn't have Sprite.
I don't even know if Didier had one. He's a painting right now. I don't think either of them had. No, George was a painting. Sorry, yeah. But neither of them had, like, unless you count those
It was just
painterly
only
portraits.
on the flashback with the portraits.
Yeah. And the question is, do they have PNG versions of those? I don't fucking know.
I'm just telling you, we're going to portraits mode.
Yeah.
Hehe, that won't be a problem. All we
Oh,
have
no.
to do is switch to portrait. No!
I knew it.
Switch to
Switch.
portrait mode?
I love that they use portrait exactly as they call it.
Boom. This can't be
This
happening! I love this game. Like, this is the thing that makes this game so good, right? Is that you think that it really is this, like, it's gloomy and it's serious and it's sad and it's violent, but like, this game has made me burst out laughing so many times. I'm so shocked how they manage it. It's so good.
Michelle, your face. You're not looking very protagonisty. Why, hello there, Michelle. Been quite some time. I see you found enough guts to show your face around me again.
You really, Amy, really? You piece of shit, garbage woman?
No need to glare.
Oh, he has all the right in the fucking world to glare. Oh man, if you weren't safely encased in that portrait, I would stab you.
Oh,
I was your first love, wasn't I?
And fuck off.
Michelle trying to stab her with the corner of his portrait.
And I let him. That was just hormones. I never had any romantic feelings for you.
Right. You only lusted after me.
Ugh. There's something I've always wanted to tell you.
Oh? And what might that be?
Your smile. Your smile is goddamn terrifying.
And off he goes. I take back what I said about him finding his guts. Give me a moment, I'll bring him back. No, that was shameful, Michelle.
Imagine being faced with your abuser and being like, oh my god, I can't believe you don't want to talk to me. It's like, damn, I wonder why, piece of shit.
I thought you were a man.
Yeah, and you're a demon. I'm glad you're dead. Morgana, make this quick, please.
She did quite a bit of damage to him, huh? Okay, so according to the cue cards, if you were to rank the characters in Fata Morgana by how evil they are, the 3 biggest, baddest women in the game would be Aimi, Maria, and Morgana. Wait a second. Where's my name on this list? No, I will not accept that. Maria wasn't that bad in my time either.
Please just keep reading. Yeah. I'm sorry, but like, to me, Aimi is like the only character that I absolutely hate. Like, I'm sorry, right? I rake on Mel, but I also have sympathy for him. It's kind of this like, I just like to bully him kind of thing, right? I hate Aimi. I hate her.
Aimi has like, it's like no redeeming qualities, like.
Yeah, like, it's like she's not even trying to be better. Like, she doesn't express any remorse here. Even Yukimasa! Even Jacopo, to a certain extent, feels remorse for what they did. Aimi, who fucking tortured a young person, a young man, to an absolutely ridiculous degree, is just sitting here being like, oh, you left me, right?
Really,
you know, like,
she was never really punished for it, like, ever.
No! She got to live her life out as a fucking rich man's wife.
Yep.
Like, the thing is, she didn't even end up with Didier, who was the one who fell off the railing at the end, right?
Yep.
Like, he was the one who clearly suffered something. Like, George was fine. He was the finest out of those brothers. Like, of all 3 of them. George was the fine one, you know? I just hate it.
Oh fine, you're quite the hurry. Aimi though, she's pure evil. Well, that's not very nice.
But it's true!
Maria and I had our reasons for what we did, but she tortured people for the joy of it. Oh no, I would never dream of doing such a thing.
She's still fucking gaslighting people.
She's the masked woman to go along with our masked man. They'd probably make a fine pair.
And then he'd kill her, preferably. I somehow doubt 2 of their type would be able to get along very well at all. And unlike him, she likes to take her time, draw it out as long as possible.
And much like what you said before you ran off, Michelle, it says here that Aimi smiles a lot, but it's generally a fake smile. Oh no, all my smiles are entirely genuine. See?
You can't fake not faking it. It doesn't work that way.
How rude. I could see her turning out to be the puppet master of the Bollinger family.
Exactly! Like, she's just... I'm so sure that she's just gonna, like... manipulate them. Like, yeah, I can definitely see how that family turned out after she entered it.
You had your claws in them pretty deep, didn't you? Is that important?
You damn monster.
Listen carefully, Michelle. You were burned at the stake. I lived a life of luxury.
Exactly!
I don't need to tell you whose methods are superior, do I?
That only applies to my life. I'm more than happy now.
Is that so? Well, I suppose congratulations are in order.
Let's get out of here, Morgana.
Farewell, Michelle. We'll probably never see each other again.
I hope. Yeah, she's... That's the thing. It's like, to a certain extent, you can, in your heart, find it to get over what the Free Guys did. Like, you can understand Morgana's pain, you can understand that Morgana won't forgive them, but you as a reader, as a player, have understood that they have lived out their punishments, and while you can still be angry at them and not forgiving them, there's this feeling of catharsis. It's like, you know that they have paid for their crimes. But Aimi, we know for a fact, did not. She did not. Her entire life, she did not have to face any consequences for anything.
And she was rewarded for it, what she did too.
Yeah, like, she was rewarded. She was actively rewarded for not only... Like, first of all, not only selling out Michel in the beginning, torturing him when he was locked up in the house, cheating on George. Let's not forget, she also cheated on with his brother. And also, not only did she torture, but I would also say she sexually assaulted Michelle. I would think would be a fair statement. Like, this wasn't just physical torture, but it was also psychological torture and sexual torture. It was absolutely horrific what she did. And she got to live out her life in luxury and probably become the matriarch of the Bollinger family, because A, George is like a spineless shit for the most part, and B, Didier ran off to be a knight, killed his own brother, and probably then died himself. That means that the only one to take over the fucking family was George and Aimi. And she got to live out her life in luxury and inherit a giant estate with her husband. Literally no consequences. And I'm assuming from what she said there that means that the cheating incident with Didier was just like brushed over. They didn't care about it. You know? Like, man, she's just evil. She's just an evil person. Ugh, I was exhausted. I'm sorry. I will never get over it. I will stay mad. Okay. That was the worst thing out of the way. Now let's just see the bros. Alright then, off we go. Mr. Painting. We're gonna talk to the painting, I wonder. Yes! Nice.
Oh, hi there, Michelle, Morgana.
Look at him.
Yeah, see? That's with everyone.
Ugly speckles, even.
Ugly speckles, MK2.
No.
How's it hanging?
Hold on, why are you still painting?
We didn't have the CG artist come back, so...
Yeah.
I know, it just kind of feels right. More my image, if you catch my drift. I guess the readers probably associate me with this more than my human form too.
Maybe, but still.
It ain't the end of the world, little bro. Being a painting actually quite nice.
Then I don't need to piss or poop, you know?
Oh, I actually have. That's the weird part. I'm bummer not being able to move around, but that aside, there's plenty to watch.
Oh, sweating. Never made that connection. You were here for all the first 3 chapters, weren't you?
Sure was. And you have no idea how bamboozled I was when the white-haired girl first showed up. It was like my painting had come to life.
Yeah, okay, that was like the undeniably shitty thing that George did. Was send that painting. But then again, you know, yeah.
I don't know how much influential the freaking parents were.
Yeah, exactly. No, I definitely think that his mother forced him to paint it.
Yeah.
But I would say that's probably among the shittiest things that George did.
Yeah.
Which
is mild compared to others. Extremely mild.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Did you not think she was me?
Why would I? You're nothing alike. I mean, you might look a little like that as a kid. But you were definitely not that docile.
No, he was not.
Wow.
So does that mean I'm the only one who thought she was him? Yes.
Probably.
Huh, well, I'm glad to hear that, George. Gotta guess.
You're my brother, I wouldn't confuse you for anyone.
If you're trying to make yourself sound like a good brother, you're gonna have to try harder than that. You and the knight still exiled him to this mansion and cut off all communication. Morgana, I've already said I don't hold that against him anymore.
She's got a point, though.
Look, it was either that or he died, and that's exactly what ended up happening once he was found again. He fucking died.
It's what's called lesser evil, you know?
Yeah.
I was so busy with my work, it just kind of slipped my mind. I'm really sorry about that.
So much for family. But enough of that.
Oh,
The cue
who was
cards,
that?
Michelle. Read his profile for our guest. I'm not exactly comfortable saying this to my brother's face.
Oh, what was it say? Some really dark secret?
I wouldn't call it that, no.
What?
Fine, I'll read it if you don't want to. Let's see here.
No.
He's the biggest dumbass in the game.
What?
Yeah, he is.
Harsh, man, harsh.
I don't think you're supposed to find that funny, George. I can
Oh,
agree with that
dumbass, okay.
assessment. Either his head is empty or he needs to learn to use it a little more. Head empty. Girlfriend pretty. She cheated all well.
But girlfriend still pretty.
But yeah, I swear to God, like the only...
Did George's note from the writer got cucked? Oh.
Yeah, like even fucking Michelle's mom, I can to an extent understand. You know? But Amy's just... Sorry. I brought her up again.
Okay.
I got mad.
Okay, like, but it's
His
because,
mother was
like,
ill.
Mother has yes, she has the explanation of her just being like sick and mentally broken to the, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I can understand why because
also,
she put so much stock in having a quote unquote daughter. Like I can understand that to an extent, you know.
And like
Even if it was
Amy did far
unforgivable.
more to actively hurt Michelle.
Yeah.
than
Oh
Mom.
yeah. Like yeah, exactly. Like Amy was the one who was like the perpetrator of the abuse for the most part. Like the mom was responsible for locking him away, yes, but Amy was the one who abused him. Like you know, in the purest extent of things. Like. And it is. I also feel that there's like a huge fault on like the rest of the family for feeding into, the mother's delusion and just overall treating Michelle so horribly. Like, fuck this shit.
I promise you I've done ton of thinking since becoming a painting. Felt really bad about the whole bunch of crap.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go turn on my lights.
Nice. Also, you were going to try to order the thingy at 5, right?
Yeah. That was the thought. At least.
Then I'll order like half an hour after you.
Yeah.
That's not really my style though, so it never lasted very long.
I wish it were that easy for me.
You know, of 3 Bollinger brothers, I do kind of stick out.
You do.
With all my love, you and Dee are both more than stick up the bum type.
Well,
So maybe I am illegitimate.
to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if that turned out to be the case. Out of curiosity, what do all the different Bollingers look like?
Dee and Mom had blonde hair. That had darker brown. I had the jet black, and Michelle, well, you know, he looks like.
You can't possibly be legitimate.
I keep praying that ain't the case.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be realistic.
No.
Anyway, this conversation is going nowhere, so we should head out. Also, your dad sucked.
Did? Oh no.
Already?
Take me with you at least.
Hold on, I'll get you down from there. No, you are not bringing him. God. All he does is make noise. Stop, don't bring that toy with
What
you.
a noisy painting.
Yeah. Stop. Well, I tried.
Oh well, that's too bad. Take care anyway, Michelle.
You too. Oh, and George?
What's up?
I'm praying your soul wasn't extinguished.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, little bro.
See you again.
Later, Michelle.
See you later, alligator. I wonder if it's just gonna be the picture of the knight where he goes like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was very that CG was very Dark Souls.
Yep.
Alright. Well, if you want to see him, we'll have to head down to the entrance. Never mind, that is gonna be it, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, this.
Hello, it is I. Nobody expected it here, Inquisition.
Like, doesn't he look like a Dark Souls boss in this CG?
I just want you to play Elden Ring boss music now.
Yeah, right. So like, we'll do later. It would just I'd have to mute the game and it would be like a huge hassle.
I beg you, punish me for my sins.
I should have like a Didier routine where it's just like this picture with boss music over it for like 15 seconds. Huh? Hold on, wait, what? I released you from your regrets at the end of the game.
What game?
So why have you reverted to how we found you? Why not? This is an extra. That doesn't mean I have to like it.
Canon or not, nothing can erase my crimes.
Please, Didier, don't. You're just making it uncomfortable for me to be here.
I see. Well, if you insist.
I guess they're just gonna leave the graphic up!
also, Mina, sorry.
Argo.
Let me try something.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Just bear with me. Thank you very much for that.
Okay. But yeah, the Rika commission, I was told, Monday.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking I should probably make a folder. This boy.
Yes, for Rika commission, yeah.
Yeah, because I've been sent so many works in progress at this point, and I'm like, I can't find them.
Perfect.
I can't find them.
Rika so perfect.
Rika is so perfect.
Thank you. You're dealing with me right now.
It's fine. This music is enjoyable anyway. I mean, this does kind of sound like it could be Elden Ring boss music all on its own.
Come on, launch already.
What are you doing?
Tell me that takes way too long. I expected. Oi.
Yes.
Nothing. Just... Whoa! Whoa.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
They're just gonna leave the graphic. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. In the whoop. Wait. This is the setting. Okay. We do this. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
You done yet?
Oi! No disrespect. Yeah, you saw the thingy, I guess? When I did the thingy? Yeah, it doesn't show up on stream. Yes, luckily.
Yeah. I was not supposed to click on it. I was trying to move it. Rika commission is very secret. Wink wonk. It might be lewd. Ooh woo.
Lewd? Oh. Oh.
Ooh woo. Rika lewds for the family. Ooh woo.
Oh no, not the family.
Yep. Are you done? What are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
You sent me a
Okay,
GIF?
I'm good now. We
Okay.
can continue.
Okay.
No, I sent that 3 ages ago.
I did not see it.
Oh.
I
okay,
will
we
say
can
I'm rather fond of that armor. I like to wear some, if just once.
You're welcome to try it on if you like.
Now you can read my mind?
No, but I can read your face.
Why not? I think I'll pass. Armor wouldn't suit me. Probably wouldn't fit me either.
Are you certain?
I don't have nearly enough muscle to look the part. Maybe I should start working out. Oh yes, Knight. I have something I wanted to ask you.
Oh, what that might be.
You don't remember killing George at the end of the game, do you? Morgana? Is this really the time? Unless the scenes goes longer, Knight.
I not only murdered Michelle, but George as well? I must be punished. Michelle!
No.
Kakatte koi!
Jesus Christ. Well. Thanks.
I'm unworthy to call myself a knight.
And he's gone, once again racked by guilt. You weren't kidding when you said this extra didn't respect the tone of the game, were you? My brothers are not your playthings. This is supposed to be a happy reunion. You're gonna drive yourself mad if you fret over every little thing wrong with this extra. Now we should get going.
Wow.
And that's the last of them. I suppose it's about time to draw this to an end. What? Haven't we missed one very important character? You!
What?
And who would that be? You! The white-haired girl? Oh, right, her as well. Well, that's also...
Mina also forgot!
No, but that's technically Morgana, so I was still right! She's no longer in this world. Her soul has been erased. But this... You said you could do whatever you wanted because this is an extra, come on. Within reason. I cannot bring back that which no longer exists. She lives on within your memory. She wouldn't ask for anything more. It doesn't make it any less sad.
Oh my god.
Giselle's waiting. We should head back. And then the white-haired girl is just there, like, playing checkers with her, and it's like, what the fuck? Oh, hello. What the fuck, Giselle?
I'm cosplaying as a maid.
Welcome back, Michelle. Morgana. Giselle, what are you wearing? Oh, right, he did mention that he liked the outfit, didn't he?
Yes.
This felt more appropriate to say farewell in. Where did the hair come from, though?
Magic.
Oh, this is detachable. Don't worry about it. I suppose I shouldn't be
Was
surprised.
also detachable.
Yeah. Anything goes here. Except when it doesn't. Alright, everyone. Squeeze in for one last illustration. And don't forget to smile
Aww.
for our readers.
Aw.
Aww. We're gonna get...
Oh no, you ready?
Oh. Thank you so very much for reading all the way to the end of your extra. Of our extra. Look at them. Look at the family. Don't talk to me, my wife, or my daughter ever again.
I'm
not your
kid!
Come on, you're so short.
No!
And likewise, thank you very much for reading to the end of the game. If our stories had any sort of impact on you, we couldn't ask for anything more.
Mina collapsed in a pool of cry.
Yeah. I'm trying not to! Fuck off! Fuck off! This is the song! And hopefully they don't just remember them as comically tragic.
It did have a happy end, though. I'm not convinced you could call that an entirely happy end myself. Yeah. There's at least one person who's not coming back. And do we even know if you got the body you wanted? Who cares? Whether he did or not, we're together and we have a future. We'll make it work. Don't worry about it. If you say so. We hope you enjoy playing the house in Fata Morgana. Yee!
She said the thing!
Woo! Titles. Credits. The staff and localization team poured their hearts and souls into this game, and every satisfied reader validates that effort. It took a long time to get to this point. The first draft of the script was completed in 2009. So, 4 years until the initial release, and then another 3 to come out in English. That's a bit excessive if you ask me. Fuck those guys. Well, hopefully that effort resulted in something worthy of all the time it took. And hopefully whatever they make next doesn't take quite so long.
That aged like wine.
That aged like wine. Cries and Project M. Actually, the team's next game has already been released. Wait, has it? I was not informed of this. We've been keeping it as a surprise for you, my dear. Shut up! I am not your daughter! This is my domain. I do not appreciate surprises. Now don't throw a fit, my dear. And that's my phrase, thank you very much. And on that note, we have an exciting announcement. Yeah! Which is what we're gonna be playing.
Yes, exactly.
The follow-up to The House in Fata Morgana, A Requiem for Innocence, will also be coming out in English in 2016.
We need to wait. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Releasing both games in the same year? Are we sure the localization team can handle that, considering how long this one took? They don't have much of a choice at this point. Wow.
Wow.
The announcement's been made. There's no taking it back now.
That's not how it works.
I hope they have lots of caffeine then. I have faith in them. That makes one of us. Let's say 2. 1.5, maybe. Well, I suppose we'll find out soon enough. Unless you're reading this and it's already out. That would make us look very silly. Anyway, enough diversions. Thank you very much for sticking with us to the end, and we hope to see you again relatively soon. Bye! And I hope you liked the game enough to pick up A Requiem for Innocence.
What a perfect
Farewell, my dear.
bridge.
Yeah! I actually enjoy. I'm actually quite happy that we waited. I'm gonna go to the CG screen because I can't handle listening to this song over and over. It's literally pain. Okay. I feel like there was a certain CG that I had wanted to see, but I already forgot what it was.
Uh-huh. Fanakistoscope? No?
No.
Oh,
That's
the
the
knife.
That's the knife. The boobies.
Obese rats, excuse me.
Yeah. There's a lot in this fucking game, man. No, I can't remember. I forgot.
Oh, no.
Oh, right. Okay, there we go. Dark Souls.
No. Wait.
Okay, go on. Play it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Hey! I'm back!
Hello.
I can hear you having a great time.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, wait. I want to go get something. Just a second.
Indeed!
I had a 4 gore!
No, it's not okay.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Well, that was the end of that. How do I get him to leave? There we go. Oh. The poor thing.
Go to just chatting and you need to switch the game.
Oh yeah, we need to. And I'm just. Oh, thank God, that song. Wait, can I even download the game? Oh no.
Yeah, I was going to say you probably even didn't do that, even though
No.
that's exactly what you.
I thought that it was long.
Mina,
I
I swear to
like
God,
a whole scenario.
Mina, I just swear to God that last time I checked, your name was not Clay.
But you see,
Yes.
I just,
Uh-huh.
I just,
Mhm.
I
had. You have a good case. You're presenting a good case. Yes. In the meantime.
Yeah, no, I'm just finding some music to put in the background.
I've just started this calypso. This is fucking minging.
Yes!
Paradise Punch Lemonade.
Paradise
This is
Punch
fucking
Lemonade
minging. Suck your dad. It's minging. It's fucking minging.
Yes! It finally played on stream. I'm so happy that it played. I'm just putting some music on for the stream, so they're completely quiet while I install the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Instead of everything
At least it's not a big game.
No, it's only like 600 megabytes. Fine. Or 500. I thought it said 600. Why is it 500? I guess it's maybe...
Because 600 on the text on the disk, but it downloads 500 from the thingy.
Mm.
And then it unpacks, because it's like, compressed. So it saves your bandwidth. But after everything, it will take that much on your disk space.
It's going fine.
What's up?
I feel like... No? Okay. I thought I was gonna have a sneeze, but...
Oh.
It didn't happen.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I wished for a sneeze. It's very ominous that we have Jacopo and Morgana on the... the cover. That definitely is very foreboding. Okay, it finished downloading.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
Nice.
Pretty fast. Okay.
Saved by internet speeds and...
Yeah, and it seems to still be... Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, display... full screen. Seems to still be in 4:3, which is nice. That means I don't have to change anything about that. The resolution is better though. Okay, it's a little loud. Let me just... Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, it's very much like the exact same kind of vibe, which I like. Okay. Let me just set that up first. Can you try talking, please?
Hello, it's me. I'm talking.
Hello. Sorry, I just
Hello.
wanted to make sure that I could hear you over the game. Because, like, when I'm not hearing you talk, I can't figure out how loud it is.
Oh no.
Yeah. And we also need to change the... Not this one. Is it this one? Oh no. Why doesn't
What's up?
the game sound show up?
Did you add it to the
What? Yeah.
list of applications? Yeah.
Yes!
Okay.
But it isn't working. It's... How the hell do I just... Nope, okay, guess I'm just gonna hold it for this bitch. And keep restarting it until the sound works. Because otherwise I'd have to restart OBS and I can't do that right now. If literally or physically cannot. Oh, this is a problem. Oh! No. Oh, fuck. How do I get it to work?
You know what the worst part is?
What?
It might require OBS restart, but
Yes.
yeah.
And I can't do that.
I know.
That's the problem.
Yeah. If only. Sorry.
I guess I'll just try... What if I try it with any other... What if I try any other? What if I try using, for instance, this one to say capture it? Does it... It does, okay. Fucking fair, it's just the game one that won't work. Then we're just gonna be using this one. I don't know why specifically the one that captures games doesn't work. Wait, does it work now? No. That's fine, can you hear... Can you go on stream and please tell me if you can hear it?
It's a demo?
Yes, like if you can hear the music in the background.
I think so.
Like there's like this...
Yeah.
calm music going on in the background? Good, then that fixed it. I just used another fucking thingy. I wonder if I... Yeah, like, I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes the game one doesn't want to capture it, so I basically just used another application output source. It's so stupid. And that one apparently worked. I don't know why.
Wait.
Can you not hear it?
No.
No? There's like no sound at all?
Yeah, it's quiet. Oh, yeah.
Fuck me. I fucking hate this shite. What am I supposed to do then? Ugh. At this rate, I want to just give up on it.
Oh no.
I don't know what else I can do. You can't be like, capture your headphones, because then I can hear you twice. That's not gonna happen. Then it's just gonna capture your audio too. That's a problem. I don't know what to do. Like, honestly, I just want to say that we don't just call it a day and actually play a Requiem for Innocence next week, because I can't fix this. I can't fix it. You know? I just can't. Like, I don't know what to do to fix it. Like, I have no way to fix it. I guess I can try doing it on... Oh, I find it really funny it's capturing it on the game because it's similar.
Oh yeah, it is on
It captures the game's visuals, that's fine, but I can't get it to make noise, and I don't know why. I literally have no idea why. I picked, like, there's 2 applications to pick from.
Can you show me the OBS on the Discord?
Sure. There's literally, like, nothing changed, but I
know it's okay, don't. I just, yeah. Okay,
this is it, right? Go to the properties, and then you can pick between these 2, and you can say it doesn't make any noise.
Didn't you, like, also use the audio thingy on
What?
The audio thingy when you add applications to it?
Oh, you want me to add a new one?
Yeah.
That's how many I feel like I've had to make at this point.
Okay, so like...
See, now it says there's sound, but you have to check.
Okay.
You have to go check on stream, because this is what it looked
there's
like
sound, yes.
Okay. Did you see how much I fucking hate OBS sometimes? Like, I swear to God, I guess I'll just delete this one again. Guess you're leaving. Makes no goddamn sense, but like, seriously. It's so frustrating. Okay, let's change. Okay, first, you should just do that. Now I need to change the stream category. The Requiem for Innocence. There we go. Okay, yeah.
I don't see the game on my Discord.
Do you see it now?
No.
Fuck this! How about now?
No, it won't load. Wait.
Piece of shit garbage. How about this one? This one work?
It keeps loading.
I don't know what I'm supposed to... I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't know. How about this one? Please!
Yes, it works.
I hate this. That's the same that happened with the other game. I do not know why it doesn't want to share on Discord, and it has... There's 2 applications, I don't know why. This makes it sound like it's, like, not, like, fully, like... I don't know. I can't really understand what this, like... It seems... Is it gonna be shorter? Like, from this vibe,
you want to check how long it is?
Sure. Like, it just makes it sound like it's kind of like a side game, almost. But... I was curious.
Oh yeah, it's shorter, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. Like, it just kind of gave that vibe from the way that this is being, like, put up it, right? Like, 'cause there's just 1 episode. I understand that episode could be really long. I'm giving them that, but... You know... Anyways, here we go. After all of the problems, if you could periodically check in and make sure that the music is playing. Thank you. Hear me speedily, O Lord. My spirit faileth. Hide not thy face from me, lest I be like unto the... God damn it. Of course it goes away. From mine enemies I flee unto thee. Hide me, teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. Thy spirit is good. Lead me into the land of uprightness. Quicken me, O Lord, for thy name's sake. For thy righteousness' sake bring my soul out of trouble, and thy mercy cut off my enemies and destroy them, all them that afflict my soul. For I am thy servant. Well, thanks, I can look it up later if I want to. Go on.
Cheers! A saint's blood and good fortune to all.
Oh, God. Oh, God. We're
What's
already doing great. You know I screenshot CGs just as a matter of course, but I'm not doing it out of enjoyment this time for sure.
I see.
Gee.
Mahone.
Voices. So many voices. Laughing, laughing, laughing. Was this the 10th such party? The 20th? Oh, I think the music might be a little loud. Yeah, like, I want to keep it around the edge of the yellow.
Edge?
Yeah. Because anything louder and it's gonna, like, because I can't speak loudly all the time if I have to voice the character. I no longer had any idea. The Lord's guest merely drank of my blood. My father had not blessed me with his miracle, so wealthy nobles could fill their goblets with it. My blood was for the poor, for the infirm and the destitute. Why am I here? Why am I not doing my father's work? With each passing moment, my body grew colder and colder, while a mad, fiery fervor spread among the partygoers. I can definitely kind of see why the dev team went on to develop, like, to start developing a game about, like, murder and stuff, because I'm like, the art style definitely lends itself very well to this kind of content. Father, it hurts. My soul hurt far more than my body. It felt like it was cracked in a dozen places, about to shatter. Again and again, I've told myself that it was just a trial, that God was simply testing me, but I didn't think that I could bear it much longer. A horrible black miasma spilled from the wounds of my flesh, filling the entire room. It was probably an illusion, something only I could see. Oh. The miasma soon began consuming my spirit. All my life I spent telling myself to be pure, just, righteous, and all of that was corroding away, ripping me asunder. Father, O Lord, of thy mercy, cut off mine enemies, and destroy all them that afflict my soul. For I am thy servant. I am thy servant. Please, O Father, deliver unto these sinners thy holy judgment. Cast them down into the depths of hell for the sins they would commit against thy faithful servant. Disguised as a prayer, I cursed them. For the first time in my life, I wished someone ill. I did what a saint, what a daughter of God must never do. And in that moment, I committed a sin greater than anyone else in that room.
The girl, look at her face.
I began to hear panicked voices rising up around the hall. However, I was completely oblivious to the cause of the unrest. In fact, I assumed that perhaps God had heard my wish and struck down some of the partygoers. That would be fun. That would be great. The Lord marched over to where I sat in chains, grabbing me by the hair and yanking my head up. In his other hand, he held a sword. A disgusted grimace was carved onto his face, as though he was looking down at the filthiest thing in the world.
You're a damn witch wearing a saint's skin.
Oh shit.
This is my bird chest. It's a couple.
Yeah, I was about to say.
This
look
wasn't
at,
unexpected.
Look at all this
I'm a
tittle.
child.
The stench of rotting flesh hung in the air. Corpses were strewn about the room in varying states of decay. Blood pooled on the floor, black and thick as mud. An eyeball hung loose from one body, half decomposed and about as much a liquid as it was solid. Why is the music so fucking loud in this game? Wow. Please. Calm down.
Calm your tits.
On many, white bone was visible through patches of flesh that had rotted away entirely. Some had been worked to death. Others died of any number of diseases. And they were the lucky ones. Several bodies bore stab wounds from head to toe. Others looked like someone had tried to rip them in two. Some had been burned until their entire bodies shriveled, and some were covered in blisters. There was no shortage of people who had obviously been tortured, though the man on the other end of the torture, the Lord Barnier, thought of it as more of a leisure activity. The Lord was spoken of in whispers as the second coming of the great tyrant of old, though it wasn't until I snuck into his manor and saw it for myself that I truly understood how accurate that was. Hey, yes, this is him. He was a damn psychopath.
I apologize I couldn't make it in time to save you all too. I'm hardly a religious man, but for you, I think I can spare a prayer.
But yeah, I guess this is slave Copo.
Slave Copo.
Slave era Jacopo.
Requestat in pace.
Yeah. Jacopo's slave
Rest
arc.
in peace. Rest in pieces.
He's in his slave arc right now.
Wow. I'm not myself today. I suppose that shouldn't be surprised considering what today is.
Like, so I think that you will read what's obviously his direct thoughts, but I will just read all the narration, just in my normal voice. That's good?
Oh yeah, that's yes, that's
Yeah. Because it's very obvious, like, what if it is, like, indirect, you know?
Yes, it has a name above the title, so it has to be like,
Yeah.
only that give well from other days among the dead. No, I need to stay focused. Just go south, I'll be the one joining this pile of bodies. God, I'm starting to get a little nervous. Don't go weak in the knees now, Jacopo.
Can I just say, like, as much as the music is a little intense, I love how they leaned into the style that they made in the first game. I can't explain exactly what it is about like this game. Like it's like I can instantly tell that it's the same people for sure that have been working on this, and it's just I love it. Like it's very characteristic for this game. I don't like how he looks at the camera.
How can I even expect to go out into the world if I can even keep up myself together for something so straightforward as this?
He's not talking to anyone. He's just like looking at the camera like, gee.
Ah, Jacopo! Oh my god, I can do this, no problem.
I'm just so pretty.
Just tell myself how to draw it. Jesus Christ.
It all began a little over 2 weeks earlier. The local lord's iron-fisted rule was destroying the commoners. And this went doubly for those living in poverty, who were barely scraping by before taxes. You could hardly take 3 steps out in the slums without hearing someone curse the Lord. I have no idea who first proposed the plan. Everything came together so smoothly, so quickly, it's almost a blur. What started as the everyday litany of complaints hurled back and forth between the usual crew of young, indignant men in the pub soon escalated, ballooning into a full-fledged plot to strike back. He treats us like dog shit.
Okay.
We're the one working his goddamn land. Let's give the bastard what's coming. Over the next few days, word of the plot spread through the slums, and the number of volunteers grew at an impressive pace. And the more people we had on board, the more realistic it all started to become. While the original plan amounted to charging in headlong with whatever weapons we could scrounge together, why am I British right now? Jesus. It quickly evolved into a more sensible scheme to infiltrate the Lord's manor and free his slaves. Like, I don't know, there's something about this. It was no secret that the Lord was purchasing far more slaves than he should have any reasonable use for. What we didn't know was what he did with the slaves, that the banquets he so loved to throw were actually sick, sadistic torture parties. The best we could do was infer their living conditions were less than ideal from the fact that the Lord kept acquiring more. And while the plan to free the Lord's slaves was undeniably rooted in righteous desire, I'd be lying if I said everyone's intentions were so pure. We wanted to right an injustice, absolutely, but the prevailing desire was for vengeance, to give the Lord a little comeuppance. Part of it was also calculated. that it would be advantageous for it to look like a slave revolt rather than a civilian uprising. If we struck from the outside, we were liable to bring the Lord's wrath down upon more than just a handful of us involved. But if the blow came from the inside, he couldn't blame us. Secondly, the Lord's mansion sat atop a hill, which meant his soldiers had the advantage of terrain. It would be nigh impossible for a band of lowly, ill-equipped peasants to break through his defenses, and we certainly didn't have the money to hire mercenaries. No amount of righteous anger was getting us anywhere near that manor. On the other hand, quietly getting one person inside to stir the pot was far more feasible. So ultimately, freeing the slaves was a means to an end. It was our best chance to deal the Lord a real blow. Of course, that didn't mean we wouldn't save as many people as we could, nor did it mean that it would be easy to pull off, or that any of us would make it out alive. The plan was as follows. We would find a slave trader willing to sell one of us to the Lord. Yeah. Once they had infiltrated, they would spread word of the scheme to the other slaves, and get as many of them on the board as possible. Finding a slave trader willing to cooperate was surprisingly easy. They're businessmen and slaves, their product. While the majority didn't give a damn what happened to the slaves after they received payment, there were more than a few who were displeased knowing their precious wares being squandered. Slaves are supposed to be long-term workers. They're not meant to be expendable. They require food and rest and some semblance of reasonable living conditions. It was far from a glamorous life, obviously, but most sensible slave owners at least had a vested interest in keeping their workers alive. However, that was far from the case with Lord Bonnier. Slaves were, of course, the property of whoever purchased them, and a mere slave trader had no place complaining about how they were being treated. That didn't mean the traders had to like it, though, and there was a small collective of them who staunchly refused to do business with the Lord, mocking anyone who did. I can now push the funny button. Great! I'm gonna read about this slave revolt in my Nya voice. How fantastic.
Remember, it needs to be cute.
Okay. Timer go, uwu, Nya. Okay. Nobody openly spoke ill of the Lord, let alone oppose him directly, Nya. Not only because his land was under his control, but because he was a madman, Nya. And everyone knew it, Nya. So they would help us get in, and nothing more, Nya. But that was fine, Nya. That was all we needed from them to put our plan into action, Nya. And the vanguard of our operation, the one who would infiltrate the Lord's manor, was me, Nya. I volunteered for the position, Nya. Partially in the heat of the moment, but also because I was confident I could pull it off, Nya. Above all, though, I didn't want to believe that I couldn't manage such a straightforward task, Nya. I had to step up and take initiative, or I would never escape this life as a poor, lowly slum dweller, Nya. Falling through the dirt, everyone, nobles and peasants alike, looking down on me, thinking I'm worthless, Nya. That would be me for my whole pathetic life, Nya. Like hell I was gonna let that happen, Nya. I wanted to claw my way up as high as I could manage, Nya. I didn't want to surrender, to accept that I was powerless, Nya. I wanted to make something of my one and only life, Nya. We chose the beginning of the Lord's next banquet for my infiltration, Nya. And that was when I saw the horror for myself, Nya. The abuse and the torture he put the slave through, Nya. It was a goddamn blood banquet, Nya. A blood banquet. Any mistake, no matter how small, would invite harsh discipline, Nya. Bonnier was in a particularly foul mood that day. He would physically beat the wrongdoer, Nya. He had a particular fondness for activities that drew blood, though, Nya. And he would regularly gather together nobles with similar predilections at his manor, Nya. Once a banquet had begun, it generally continued for around 2 weeks, Nya. Jesus! Jesus, Nya! Sweet Jesus, Nya. The first thing I did after infiltrating was spread word of the plan to the other slaves, Nya. To be honest, I assumed it would be easy getting them to cooperate, Nya. They should have riled Bonnier more than anyone, after all, Nya. But I couldn't have been more wrong, Nya. Every ounce of willpower had been drained from them, Nya. They were malnourished, unrested, and violently oppressed, Nya.
I could hardly have convinced him to swat a mosquito, nya. He had them completely under his thumb, nya. Everyone was utterly terrified to fight back against Banya, nya. They would just as soon take their own wives. Hardly a day in, and the plan already seemed to have hit a wall, nya. A full week I spent trying and failing to convince a single soul to assist in the revolt, nya. Just as I was beginning to fear it might not work after all. Go on.
Jesus, we need to talk.
I like that these random guys are getting tortured. Hooray, screenshot for the first boy, yeah.
Come with me.
Imagine how funny it'd be if the Nya redeem was available a few months ago and I could claim it for the very emotional and dramatic part of Fata Morgana where Michelle goes into the tower. Nya. Fuck! That would have been so
boy.
bad! Me just crying my eyes out going, Nya!
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty of opportunity for that in this game for sure, Nya. He was a tall, muscular slave who spent most of his time doing physical labor, Nya. Despite the poor conditions, he seemed to be keeping himself in rather good shape, Nya. And unlike the other slaves, his eyes weren't filled with fear and resignation, Nya. But it wasn't hope I saw in them either. Rather, they looked like the eyes of a bloodthirsty wolf, Nya. And his unkempt, greasy blonde hair only served to amplify the primal impression he gave off, Nya. Between that and the faint coggies were visible on his lips, he more resembled the head of a gang ruffians than a slave, Nya. I wasn't sure it was entirely wise to accompany him anywhere, Nya. But against my better judgment and with far too little information, I followed the man to the Great Hall, Nya. There were a dozen or so nobles and albuquerque men and women clustered about the hall, Nya. The air was filled with the scent of aromatic herbs, and it wasn't long before I realized they were meant to mask the smell of blood, Nya. The large table was lined with plates stacked with piles of glistening dark red meat, Nya. Noblemen sneered at us with wet lips as we entered the room, Nya. The contrast between the nobles' practiced graceful mannerisms and the grotesque feast of which they were partaking was so bizarre I simply stood there aghast, Nya. There's no room for anger to form. The lord stood on a platform like a small stage at the far end of the room, Nya. Oh boy.
Are you the slave who offered to be the day's entertainment, yeah?
Wow, that's the voice you're going with. I mean, fair. The buff man nodded, dropping down to one knee, Nya.
What does he mean by entertainment, yeah? Surely you've tried and merely inflicting pain on helpless slaves, yeah? Would Nya be interested in something a little more exciting, yeah? Could you be any more disrespectful? But yeah, you would do best to rid yourself of barbarians just hymns, Nya. There, give the poor man a break, Nya.
What kind of voice are you trying to give him?
I don't know, I'm drinking wine. Of blood! You can't expect an uneducated slave to be properly versed in the ways of the polite society, Nya. Now, elaborate, slave. Me and him, we duel, right here, right now, Nya. Get up and fight.
Nya.
You seriously think we have already pit slaves against each other numerous times by now, Nya? If that's all, tell me were they as vigorous as the two of us, Nya? Young and chimping at the bit, Nya. Well, if you all want to see a couple of half-dead slaves limping, flailing at each other, then help yourselves, Nya. But you're gonna find many here what can give you a fight with some real oomph, you know, Nya?
Yeah, Nya.
Hell, half the slaves here probably need over with just a little shove, Nya. So I figured you might be up for it to change the pace, Nya. A barbarian like me, Nya. But I never agreed to this, Nya. Suck it up, you're a slave, Nya. Since when have Nya had the right to agree with anything, Nya?
Nice.
Yeah. You make a compelling argument, Nya. Chrétien, was it, Nya? My lord knows my name. I'm honored, Nya. I only remember because you became very highly recommended, Nya.
Jesus, what a face.
That's me at 1 AM. The slave trader said you were descending from the warriors that made a name for themselves fighting in the
Me
ancient
at any
Colosseum,
given
yeah?
moment.
I had assumed he was exaggerating, yeah? Me browsing fortune. But perhaps there was some truth to it after all, yeah? Who can say? Couldn't tell ya about my ancestors, yeah? All I can tell ya is that I just love good duel, yeah? What in the Colosseum, yeah? Descended from gladiators, yeah? I'm supposed to go on against him, yeah? It's a catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Very well, yeah? Guards, bring these 2 swords, yeah?
Sir!
Shite, yeah? What is Nya hoping to accomplish? To win Bunny's favor, Nya? Guess I just have to hope I can catch him by surprise as soon as Nya. Hey kid, listen up, Nya. What? Eyes forward, Nya. Keep it down, Nya.
Oh! He's planning to start the fucking revolt. Like that.
Yeah, get the swords, yeah. Get the swords.
Play right into their hands.
Listen carefully, Nya. Don't go any wise ideas, got it, Nya? Just go along with it. Everything's on the level, Nya. What are you scheming, Nya? You'll find out soon enough, Nya. Assuming Nya can handle a sword anyhow, Nya.
2 guards approached us, each carrying a long sword. It was heavier than I expected and it felt awkward in my hands. But 4 blades
There's a lack of Nya in this narrator voice.
Nya! I forgot that, Nya.
How did you
quiet.
forget I was Nya?
I don't know. I've been quiet for like a few minutes, Nya, and then I just kinda... Nya. Both of our blades were badly chipped, Nya. Clearly old and battle-worn, Nya. Of course, it wouldn't give us new quality weapons to a pair of slaves, but a sword was still a sword, Nya. Beaten though they may have been, I still had to be careful or I'd be dead before I ever got the slave revolt off the ground, Nya. That said, I have survived this long in the slums, Nya. I wasn't completely helpless, and I had experience with a dagger, Nya. Not wasn't sure how much help that would be now, Nya. The longer 2-handed weapon still felt awkward in my hands. Nya. As I squinted at the blades hilt and adjusted my grip, Nya, trying to familiarize myself with the feel of it, Bonnier took a seat, readying himself to spectate, Nya. That's when I caught sight of what lay hidden at the back of the stage, Nya.
What, Nya?
I stood there, Nya, staring agape, completely forgetting I was but moments from a duel with a man twice my size, Nya. At the back of the stage was what looked like an altar, draped in a thick white sheet, and stained red, Nya. Atop it sat a young girl, covered in gashes, Nya. Her head was drooped, so I couldn't see her face. But judging from her size, I didn't think she could be more than 10 years of age, Nya. Some wounds were older, and had already scrubbed over. Some were swollen, bright red protrusions on her pale skin, Nya. Some were oozing pus, and others were fresh and they were still bleeding, Nya. It was difficult to find a part of her body that wasn't cut, Nya.
Hey, what do you think you're doing with to that girl, Nya? I don't care who you are. No one deserves that, Nya.
Even as I shouted at the Lord, the girl remained motionless, Nya. She seemed unconscious. Not dead yet, but it wouldn't be long, Nya.
Silence, her, Nya. I don't recall giving you permission to speak, Nya. Or if you'd rather lose your head right now, continue on as you are, Nya. Damn despot, Nya.
Nya.
Now go on, get started, Nya. Give us a show befitting of this grand affair, Nya.
Fighting my urge to snap back at him, I turned my face... I turned to face the slave named Gretchen. The other... Nya. Nya. I don't want to do this anymore, Nya.
Oh, Nya.
My reading ability is gradually being seeped away, Nya.
Deteriorating really fast, Nya.
Yes. The deterioration is bad, Nya. The other guests lined the walls, whispering among themselves, speculating about the potential victory, Nya. The crowd was so overwhelming in Gratian's favor, so absolutely no surprise. They didn't even bother taking bets, Nya.
Hiya! That's no go down in one blow, kid, Nya. Hold on, what's the point of this, Nya?
Slowly, Gretchen lowered into a crouch. In the next second, he leapt at me like a tiger, nya. There was an audible whoosh. Before I even had time to gasp, it was mere inches away, nya.
What choice do I have, nya?
Ooh. Look at that. Haunted, nya. I swung my sword up, catching Gretchen's blade mid-descent and attempting a parry, but there was far more weight in his strike than I had expected, nya. The impact caused my hands to sting painfully and my knees to buckle. I clenched my teeth, trying at the very least to hold my ground, nya.
Nya.
Nyar. Gretchen barely gave me time to recover, let alone striking back before launching into a second attack, nya. He handled the long sword so effortlessly, swinging it through the air with such impressive, perfect arcs that I could hardly believe we were both using the same weapon, nya.
Ha, nya.
I twisted out of the way, but not quite in time. The tip of his blade skimmed the skin of my neck, nya. And then, not even giving me a chance to catch my balance, he thrust his blade at me, nya.
Just the tip, nya.
While I managed to deflect the attack just in time, I wasn't able to follow through, nya. Meanwhile, a wide mocking sword spread across Gretchen's face. He seemed to be having the time of his life, nya.
Come on, kid, nya. You're gonna have to better than that if nya want to keep nya hair. Ah, nya.
I rattled off several insults in my head, but unlike him, I couldn't spare the energy to put them into words, nya.
Oh. Pick it up, boy, nya. Oh, nya. Nya. God damn, nya.
Yeah, don't.
That's all nya got,
Yeah.
kid. I told you fair little better, nya. Shut your damn mouth, nya.
I was stuck on the defensive, and with every strike, he pushed me farther and farther back. I was almost up against the wall, nya.
I thought he said it was part of some plan, nya.
Who knows, nya?
Or was he just trying to get me to let nya guard down, nya? He's conspiring with the Lord, he must be, nya. I challenge nya to a duel down, nya.
Ah, what a nostalgic screen.
Did someone spill the word of a plan to him, nya?
Nya.
Come on, give me a burst sword, boy, nya.
Nya.
Yes, very funny, nya. You know damn well I am barely managing as it is, nya. You can always try, nya. Don't wanna put your audience to sleep now, do we, nya? Oh, ha, ha. Nya. Even the bones in nya form are starting to sting, nya.
Nya.
How much longer I can keep this up, nya? Yeah, let me show nya a little how it's done, nya. Oh, nya. God, I can't even get a 10 each on him, nya. Much out of this and I'll be up against the wall, nya. I'm dead if I don't go on the offensive, nya. No, my last chance, nya. I've got still breathing room, nya. Hey, big guy, you might think you have the advantage, but not for long, yeah? That's rich coming from a guy who can't even get the one swing on me, yeah? It was all that trick to get your guards down, yeah? I've been saving this one just for the new meathead, yeah? Good luck dodging it, yeah? With that half body of yours, yeah? No, that's more like it, yeah? Let me have it, kid, yeah?
I hopped backward a couple paces until my heel was pressed up against the wall. There's no backing down. Not anymore, nya. Breathing heavily, I lifted my blade by pointing it at Gretchen. He pointed his in turn, a cocky grin plastered on his face, nya. And then, I kicked off the ground, hard, sending me flying toward him. My sword held down near my waist, his above his head, and then, nya, whoosh! He whiffed, his blade ripping through the air just over my head, nya. The mere force of
And
the
he
gale created by
whiffed.
his swing was so intense. For a brief moment I thought he might have knocked my head clean off my shoulders, nya. But I was still breathing. And despite the exhaustion, my mind was incredibly clear and focused, nya. I hadn't swung up at him, but slid across the floor, nya.
Box wide open, yeah?
I lurched to my feet, spinning around, and swung my sword at his neck with everything I had, nya.
Run, yeah! One, yeah?
One, nya.
One, yeah, yeah.
But my whippy grand comeback was deflected from behind without a bat of an eye, nya. Hardly a wimpy deflect for that matter. My hands felt like they were on fire, yeah.
Little bit on the dirty side, that was. But hey, not how bad kid, yeah. Damn it, yeah. It's a little more oomph to that swing, and yeah, might have landed it. Too bad, yeah. There's still a chance against him head on, yeah. But he's not the one to fall for the same trick twice, yeah.
Yeah.
I need a new plan, yeah.
Yeah.
Back against the wall with Nya. Son of a Nya. Oh, yeah. What's the matter, kid? That's all Nya got? After all that talk, I was expecting a little more from Nya. Oh, Nya.
Oh man, they're going at it, yeah.
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 He got me completely under his thumb, Nya. And that if I don't do something, Nya, I can barely lift my arms anymore, Nya. Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting harder to breathe, Nya. My vision going blurry, Nya. I can't die yet, Nya. Not here, not now, I'm not in the same route, Nya.
Yeah.
Has to be something, Nya. An opening I'm not seeing. Anything, Nya.
Yeah.
Some way to turn the tables, Nya.
Yeah.
Am I imagining it? Or did I react to that quicker than usual, Nya? Is he doing what I think he's doing, Nya?
Patterns are forming in my mind, yeah. I've been through this routine so many times now, my body instinctively knew what came next, yeah. I parry his strike entirely by reflex, yeah. I wasn't so full of myself as to think it was a sign that I was gaining the upper hand, yeah. As much as I loathe to admit it, he had every imaginable advantage over me, yeah. I should have realized what he was doing sooner, but I've been focused on keeping my head attached on my sword in my hands so that I didn't have the spare mental capacity to see beyond that, yeah. He was in complete control, yeah. The only reason I was able to keep up with him was because he was letting me. Because he was repeating the same sequence of attacks again and again, yeah. If I'm right. Sorry. Yeah.
If I'm right, the next Nya should come from above, Nya. Ho, Nya. Right on the money, Nya.
A clang like the pealing of a bell echoed through the hell as our blades collided, yeah. It was much cleaner, much more satisfying that sound that they had made when I was struggling to keep up, yeah.
I still don't know, Nya. What he's scheming, Nya. I'm not going to throw away this chance to win back some ground, Nya.
No, this is some Elden Ring music, yeah. Sparks flew with each clash of our swords. And Gratian's smirk grew wider, yeah. I could hear murmuring bubble up in the gallery as the tides turned, yeah. Cheering, cursing, confused gasps. But before long the sound seemed to go distant, yeah. It was just me and Gratian in a bubble of silence, yeah. Not even the sound of metal striking metal, yeah. My heavy breathing, yeah. The stomping of our feet. The distracting and loud pounding of my heart, yeah. The blood pumping through my veins. It all whisked away into nothing, yeah. Nothing. Every one of my senses were focused on exactly two things. The image of our swords cutting clear arcs through the air. And Gratian's intent, yeah.
He said, next overhead, Nya.
He whispered so quietly that by all rights, I could never have heard it, but his intentions came through loud and clear, yeah. As if being controlled by that voice, I swung my sword down, yeah. After about half a dozen such clashes, we locked blades and had a brief shoving match before putting a little distance between each other, yeah. And then we went at it again, yeah. To the audience, it would have looked like a fierce battle to the death, but I felt more like we were dancing than anything, yeah. Well, he was dancing. I was merely following his lead, yeah. But if that was his plan, whatever his plan was, I had no choice but to dance to his beat, yeah. The only thing improvisation would get me is a sword through the heart, yeah. Meanwhile, sticking to the plan, I had nothing to worry about. No reason to fear his sword might go off course, yeah.
Mina?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be now the picky guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times during the stream you went for a CP?
Never?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because I'm sitting here
Using
and
a
running
CP?
out of my sippy, yes.
I do need a
Okay.
sippy. But
Yeah, and I need to go to the toilet, so...
Yeah, okay, we're pausing the Nya timer. There we go. We're
Yeah,
pausing
I know,
Okay,
I know.
okay, I'll go first now, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I run. And then you, okay? You just sit here and like play Elden Ring music for people or something.
What? Okay, then I wait for you to be... Okay. Should I have like... Okay, let's clean. One more meme.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this far.
Perfect. And I need to find right.
Hello!
Hello?
I'm back with sips.
Nice. And I need to go.
Yes, have fun. Why don't I play you a meme? Let's see what I get. Okay, let's also put the Nya timer back on, yeah. Oh no, that wasn't what I wanted. Oops. Just set that was like 7. Yeah, 7:45, yeah. There we go, yeah. I set the thingy back and we'll play a meme, yeah. Why don't we, yeah, yeah? Meow. Here we go, yeah.
Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina!
Hey, Mina!
Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina!
Yeah.
Mina, Mina, Mina! Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina!
Yeah.
Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina!
Yeah.
Hey! Mina! Hey, 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 Mina! Sip! Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina! Mina, Mina! Hey!
Good one. What else can we get? Oh, oops. Doop, doop.
Hey, Mina!
Oh my god! How did I get that twice?
Mina! Hey, Mina!
That sucks.
Mina! Mina, Mina, Mina! Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina! Hey! Mina! Hey, Mina!
I can't believe this, Nya.
Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina! Hey, Mina!
Hey, Muna.
Hey, Mina!
Hey, Munya. Hey, Munya. Hey, Munya.
Hey, Mina! Sip! Hey,
Mina Seiya here. Hey, Minya. Yeah.
Hey, Mina!
Okay, I'm gonna keep going until I get another one, yeah. Come on, yeah. This, Nya. Yay, Nya!
I love
Perfect,
every
yeah.
cat.
Yeah.
I just wanna hug all of them, but I can't get every
Yeah.
cat. can't hug every cat.
Yeah.
So anyway, I
Yeah.
am a cat lover and I love to run. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about cats again. I really love cats. I'm thinking about cats again and again and again and again and again.
Yeah. What a perfect meme, yeah. It's so perfect, yeah. I also love. Can you hug? You can't hug every cat, yeah. Isn't that just so sad, yeah? I think that's incredibly sad, yeah. I don't know what Argon, yeah. Okay, let's hope Argon, yeah, doesn't drown in the toilet, yeah. That would be sad. Nyargo. I keep forgetting that, yeah. Nya, 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 nya. Nya, 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 nya. Nya, 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 nya. Nya. Yeah, 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 yep, yep, yep. I'm giving you some extra yes, yeah, because you had to listen to that, yeah. I hope you enjoyed, yeah. It's a catastrophe. I have so many fun things to show you guys soon, yeah. I'm so excited, yeah. Like my breaking commission, yeah. You guys will love it, yeah. I'm sure of it. It is gonna be so good, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Actually, now the music is really low, yeah. Damn it. You're going back to 30%, yeah. Yeah. This is a problem, yeah. I wish the game was had more balanced audio, yeah. But it was the same with the first game, yeah. Some of the songs were really loud and some of the songs were really low. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. What a good day, yeah.
Being on toilet and freaking hearing in the anime was putting a surprising amount of pressure.
I've seen, yeah. I apologize, yeah. Did you hear the memes too then?
No.
I got Munat twice.
Nice.
And then I got I love cats, yeah. I love every kind of cat,
nice.
yeah. I want to hug
You
all
can't
them,
hug
but
them
I
all.
can't, yeah.
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 You cannot do that.
But it was so fitting, yeah.
Perfect, yeah.
Let's get back to gaming, yeah. After several more fierce questions, we got in course again, yeah. We were both breathing pretty heavily at that point, yeah. I was drenched in sweat, and it felt like I collapsed right then and there if I loosened up for even a second, yeah. Bertrand tossed a glance off to the side for the briefest moments, yeah. His lips came together, curving up into a smile, yeah.
Listen up, Nya. 3 paces back, then charge, Nya. Swing down as hard as you can. Put everything you've got into it, Nya.
As soon as I signaled my acknowledgement, Grayson parried my sword off to the side, yeah. 1, 2, 3 paces back, then I gathered my strength into my legs, yeah. I crouched, like he had at the beginning of the duel, envisioning myself as a tiger ready to pounce, yeah. And then we leapt at each other in perfect sync, yeah.
Wanya?
The harsh sound of metal striking metal, more piercing than anything else up until that point, yeah. For her beat, the world went white, yeah. Then the whoosh of something ripping through the air, yeah.
Nya!
It wasn't for another second or two that I realized what had happened, yeah. Breathing heavily, I looked down at the sword in my hands, only to find half of it missing, yeah. Ratian's blade appeared to have snapped as well, yeah. The gallery began buzzing, yeah. You're right, how dreadfully dangerous, yeah.
Yeah.
A perverse grin spread across Gratian's lips, yeah. I finally understood what he had been scheming, yeah. He wanted the sword to break, and he wanted it to look like an accident, hoping that when the shadows place went flying, a noble or two would be caught in the crossfire, yeah. That explained the whole song and dance, where he had us hitting each other's blades in the same spots again and again, yeah.
How the hell would you ever expect that to work, Nya? Yeah. That said, if the fight had gone any much longer, yeah, I don't think I would have lasted, yeah. His plan seems to have gone about as well as you could reasonably expect, yeah. One piece landed near Barnier, yeah, and the other embedded in the table, yeah.
Mm.
I thought I avoid causing any more of a scene before the actual revolt, yeah.
That's good, yeah.
Not that I would be opposed to seeing any of this madman skewered, yeah.
Christian wiped the sweat from his brow with the back of his hand and surveyed the room, yeah. It's obviously outclassed that he's watched by all the nobles. He still seemed much larger than anyone else in the room, yeah. He took a few moments to catch his breath, then sauntered over to the center of the great hall, taking another good look around the room before saying,
Apologize for the disturbance, my lord, yeah. Well, ordinarily a duel is supposed Jesus fucking Christ. Duel is supposed to end with someone's dead. It looks like there's out of the question today, yeah. It's like, let me take off those letters, you don't need.
It's going, yeah. Oh.
So mayhap we can reschedule, yeah. Put it on another show a day or two if you wanna, like, yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations, you made me yeah for 30 minutes. You're so good. I'm so proud of you. Bonnier seemed less than pleased with the outcome, but considering how rattled his guests were, he couldn't press the matter either.
Very well. Now, I believe you two deserve very well for such a fine show. Oh, what kind of reward? One I'm sure you'll be quite pleased with. The leftovers from today's feast. Gourmet cuisine, the likes of which human slaves could only dream of getting your dirty hands on. You mean those bleeding scraps of mystery meat? Worry not, there's no pork in there.
There is pork.
Does your religion prohibit you from eating pig? I gave up on religion long ago. I'm fine with eating meat. Most meat, anyway. I'll have the other slaves bring it down this evening, then. Now, the show's over. Be gone with you. Gone with you, my lord. I'm still concerned about that girl. There is nothing I can do for her right now. Hopefully she lasts long enough for the revolt, but with wounds like that. Hey kid, pick your beat ass up and let's get out of here.
I just noticed that he has this at his waist. I wonder what that is.
I'm not peeved, thank you very much. We're trying to fool with your wheezing up a lung. Getting huffy about it only makes you look more pathetic.
But yeah, I think overall it's probably a decent idea to just like call it at 5 today, because fucking hell, we're just reading and reading and reading and reading and reading and reading. It's really tiring.
Yes, it's yeah. Like, listen, we did that with Fata Morgana, right? Then we had the pleasure of playing the end that's voiced, right?
Yeah.
And then back to now, you realize how much you need to read.
Yes. Oh god. I mean, I love this game to death, you know, but fucking hell.
Right? It's like, you know, after playing Steins, you get like whiplash, like how wow.
Yeah, I do think that they're planning to have voices in Project M though, as far as I recall.
So... Yeah, like honestly, okay, I'm going to be like fully honest. I understand like it could be like more expensive, but even like if amateur, it could be fine. Just get voice.
Yeah, like at least that was the vibe I got. I think I recall there being. I'd have to look it up again because I haven't really been following it that closely because I don't want to make myself sad by knowing how long I have to wait.
I do appreciate like VMs that are like mostly voiced.
Yes, for sure. Like I understand that it's a huge undertaking, so I'm not.
That's like... a budgeting problem, yeah.
Yeah. Like it's not like Pokemon, you know, where you don't need that much fully voiced dialogue for it to work.
Yeah, the Pokemon problem when you
and then you can just record some grunts and other stuff for like normal day-to-day interactions like fucking Persona does. Like, come on,
Just do
Yep.
Just do the Persona thing. It's so fucking weird to be playing Pokemon Violet and seeing there be mouth flaps as if they should have a line, but it's not there.
I don't understand why they spend time on mouth flaps if there's no voices.
Yes, that's the whole thing.
Especially since you actually see the mouth flaps are actually accurate.
Yes, like they are. They
For no reason.
Like a time,
Like, listen, you cannot convince me that somebody that doesn't know Pokemon or, the first one, they're going to launch it and they're not thinking, wait, there's supposed to be voice, why there's no voice?
Yeah, exactly. Like, did I fuck
Because
something up in the
everything
settings?
indicates there was supposed to be voice. Everything is timed as it's supposed to be voiced. Everything.
Yes, it's very stressful.
Oh.
But yeah, go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm also like, yeah, I feel my throat getting like...
Yeah.
Piss off, you human monster. I hope pizza can fix my coffin after that.
Yeah.
Now, to have a wonderful day, ladies and gents. Yeah. You can stop with the yeah, you don't need to do it. I do it myself, yeah.
Once we were out of the hall and in the corridor, I took several deep breaths, finally letting loose some of the tension that had built up within me. Great, now the music is really loud again. Probably fine. As we made our way through the corridors, the sound of the nobles laughing and chattering away amongst themselves faded into nothing. No, where is my salad pizza?
What?
I'm just figuring out what I need to put into order. We headed for the rather barren waiting room.
I'm getting kebab pizza and chunky fries.
Oh yeah. I'm probably also gonna get fries, I'm just looking for them. We headed for the rather barren waiting room where slaves without assignments were kept. In essence, it was a human closet. I looked up at Gratian, who was standing beside me. I had about a dozen things I wanted to say to him, but I couldn't organize my thoughts into words, so I simply shrugged and pursed my lips.
Yeah, that was a shame. Chanel. Huh? What was a shame? You were hoping to kill at least one noble when the sword broke, weren't you?
No.
If only, I'm not that skilled. Hell no. You could have fooled me. You okay?
Yeah.
You placing order now?
I'm just no. I'm just asking Momo what they want for their fries.
Okay, but yeah, let me know when you know, like, I'm here.
Yes, I will.
We'll try. It will work or not, but we will try. Just
Yep.
If it's average on like an hour, then yeah, I just like wait 30 minutes.
Yeah.
If anything, I say we're lucky it went as well as it did. It's a damn good thing they gave us their old crusty swords. I would never manage to break them at all. If not to skewer one of the nobles, will I go to such lengths at all? Because otherwise we have to fight to the death, of course.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm...
Like, this isn't what I'm getting at.
Of course, we both know who'd be standing here then.
Yeah.
Smolex had to admit it, he has me beaten almost every category. For God's sakes, how did he even get that good with a sword? Is it hereditary or something? What I'm trying to figure out is what your ultimate objective was in the whole facade. Why challenge me to a duel at all? You're playing a revolt, aren't you, kid? What does that have to do with anything? Just answer the question. Denying it will only delay the inevitable, so no point in that. I'm fairly certain he's not on the Lord's side, at least. If you were just trying to win the Lord's favor, I can't imagine the duel would have ended up the way it did.
Yeah.
I can
Yes?
probably trust him.
Yes.
Yes, I am. And I need the other slave to help to pull it off. Those are drones been sucked all their fights, and I can't get everyone on board. I even asked the question if you already know the answer. Hey now, no need for the lip kill. I brought it up because I'm trying to tell you I'm in.
Hell yeah.
You're in. I mean, I know you're in, you're a slave. Excuse me. What about anything you've done today would make think you're in? Bear with me for a sec and pull yourself in the other slave places. Some dick they never met before shows up out of the blue saying, I've organized to have you all set free and I need your help to do it. You think you're gonna buy into it? Fair enough. What was the voice though?
Yeah.
It's true that I have people outside.
That's not what I sound like.
That's not what I sound like. Don't matter. You could be lying through your teeth and it wouldn't change a damn thing. All that matters is whenever they think you're getting behind. I see your point. These slaves have been driven to very depths of despair. They need someone charismatic enough to pull them out of the pit before they can be sparked to take any sort of action. If you're infiltrating, I imagine it would be much simpler. You think that was rather naive of me. That was a whole lot of words to say the same thing I just said. Why use many words?
When few
Forget your
words
fancy
do
metaphor.
good.
It all boils down to this. Do they think you have a chance at pulling it off? Yes or no? These people, they don't get the energy to get all philosophical. They go with their guts. And the quickest way to get to their guts? Show them you're strong. I'm now starting to understand what the duel was for. The other slaves already know of your prowess. So if I were to fight on the same level as you, then they'd be willing to hear you out. Exactly. Whoa there, kid. Why the sigh? Trying to blow this place down? I could have easily accomplished that without putting on a damn show in front of the Lord and putting my life in danger. Just for the other slaves, kid. What do you mean? I wanted to make sure you weren't some yellow-bellied peasant. That you're actually capable of doing what you promise.
That's fair.
And now by now you're getting some semi-functional spine. I'm willing to help you out with the revolt. Semi-functional, huh?
Yep.
Well, I'm glad I didn't disappoint you then. Given my performance back there, I couldn't blame you if you deemed me beyond hope. Give yourself a little more credit, kid. I'm pretty sure the stories about my ancestors being gladiators are exaggerated. I did participate in a few dead games myself back before I ended up here. Ever heard of Squid Game?
Ever heard of Squid Game? That was me, bro.
That was me, bro.
You what, mate?
Yep. What the fuck is a Squid Game? Oh, you don't talk about Squid Game.
Oh, I see.
But you just did! You should consider it a badge of honor that you fought a brute like me and lived through the tale. I was under the impression the church put an end to gladiator games. Alright, it went underground.
Lol.
Rules may change, but not people. Always a market for blood sports.
He's right.
Then yada yada, I got sold to the Lord and here I am. That probably explains what he meant when he said he had given up on religion. What's your story, kid? My mom is on some rich aristocrat who got it in his head that he wanted to play hero and stop the big bad lord from being meant to slaves. What the hell gave you that idea? You strike me as a more pretty rich boy than a ruffian is all. A pretty rich boy? I've come from the slums. So no, I'm not just some upper-class punk playing a hero. That a fact? Well, color me surprised. Sure don't talk and act like any of the slum boys I know. Probably because... Nothing.
Oh yeah, he had some history there.
And now I'm even more curious, damn it.
If I recall, it was something like his mom wanted to claim that he was the son of some noble, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. Kind of explains a lot.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not that interesting, I promise. Forget I said anything.
Don't.
It's because I want to be able to blend in when I eventually leave the slums. And he doesn't need to know that. I only just met him. Whatever you say then. In that case, how about we do some proper introduction, huh? Name's Grayton, which you should already know. Nice meeting you, kid. Jacopo. Gesundheit. Wait, what?
No. No.
I'm very glad to have your support, Grayton. Don't mention it. I've been wanting to make a scumbags at Dirt myself, and this is the perfect chance. Alright, one more thing I want to ask. What? How old are you? Excuse me?
You don't ask a lady her age?
I didn't read that!
What? Oh,
I didn't read excuse me, I just said it!
You just...
Oh my
yeah.
god!
You're in his brain.
Yep, excuse me, is that relevant to anything? Jeez, kids, someone really needs to teach you how to shut up and answer a simple question. I'm 18.
Yeah.
Well, thank God I'm 20. Now I don't want to feel like an ass for carrying a kid. I'm only a year younger, that hardly makes me a kid. When we come down to it, it's probably just a few months or something.
Yep.
It is a long time, kid. It's not if it's 3 months. Now that I've got this off my shoulder, I can put my all into helping me to revolt. I'm a year older than you. Dude, you're like month older than me. Stop acting like you. Try to wonder if I even want this guy help. You love it.
Once I had Gretchen on board, it was remarkable how quick the rest of the slaves were to join in. They knew him and they respected him, and that respect went a long way toward improving my own standing. As far as they were concerned, I had fought Gretchen and made it to hold my own. And the big man was right. It wasn't a clever plan or a moving speech these people needed to put the light back in their eyes. It was a show of strength. Over the next few days, as Barnier and his guests indulged themselves, word of the plan quietly spread beneath the surface. I started to see signs of life for the first time since I had arrived. The majority of the slaves were emaciated and weak. There was a good possibility the guards would kill many of them, but still I urged on any who hesitated by saying, "If you choose to stay, you are guaranteed to be killed eventually." It was true, to be sure, but in essence, I was threatening them. Help or be left behind to die. And that was enough to convince them to grab onto the thread of hope I was offering, however frail it may be. We chose the 13th day of the banquet to commence the revolt. Waiting until almost the end of the party's usual 2-week duration gave us a slight tactical advantage. Naturally, Barnier's guests did not attend without their own protection. But after being made to watch over almost 2 weeks of debauchery, the guards would start getting exhausted. They would stop caring. And that was exactly what we needed.
Hey, that's Jacopo. This is good to get in my hand. You can give Lord Asshole what's coming whenever you're ready.
Lord Asshole.
Thank you. I appreciate what you have. Well there, kids. Save the tanks after we get out of here with our heads still attached.
This fucking game, man.
Oh
my god.
god.
What?
Nothing.
This fucking track is so loud.
I mean, I just imagine every time you have to go there to change the volume. I'm just imagining again.
What?
I'm just imagining. Oh.
And,
Jesus Christ! Why did we send so many Twitter stuff?
I don't know, because we had that
Of
little
dubious.
dubious content.
Yes. Of very titillage. Yes. Fair enough. But how about this? If you both survive, I take you to the best pub in the slums. As long as those pretty ladies count me in. Sure you're not gay? There's one I can introduce you to if you don't mind. You're cute, headstrong, and with a little bit of bite. Oh, Maria. Tough and pretty? Now that I can get behind.
They'd make a good couple, but...
Wink, wonk, wonk.
Wink, wink.
I spent so long surrounded by all these half-dead drones that I could sure stand for some good natured abuse about. Why do you what do you do with this cursor? What are you doing? Good natured might be a bit of stretch. I can see the cursor. Stream cannot.
Yeah, I know. It's specifically for you.
I've heard the word. You are like the director. Emphasize this part. You heard the wrong way with you and you so short bite of the jewels.
She's gonna rip your balls off.
And wear them like a necklace. Yeah, I'll pass on this one then. I don't care how much she is. I'm not putting Dick in crazy. How about this then? I tell you what I'm looking for, and you have someone pick up for me by the time this is all over. Flexible on the looks, but slender and short are a must. Meaty girls ain't really my type. Blonde hair, blue eyes are a plus, but a deal breaker. And I like him be a bit... Slow down there, you got your head way too far in the clouds. I'm not your pimp, man. You think you're got to find your ideal wife and was brought in the slums? Hey now, how do you expect me to give him my all without something to look forward to on the other side? I suppose it's a decent motivator. See, you get me. Now on to business.
Business.
You ready to do this? I've been ready, kid. Just waiting for the word. That was as good answer as I could have hoped for. Before we begin, I want to go over the plan one last time. After you secure the weapons from the armory, you take command of the other slaves and go open the gates. While you're doing that, I signal to my people outside, then cause a diversion. As long as we don't make too much noise, the Lord and the other mobiles should realize anything is amiss until we meet on top of them.
Noise.
As soon as the gates are open, you head for the Great Hall where we'll rendezvous. We crush the party, and while the Lord and his friends are distracted, my people will lead the slaves to safety. And then we swap up all those shiny things we carry and get our asses to the high hell out here. Right, can't forget the valuables. Huzzah, I'm getting all sorts of fired up. Don't you trip and fall on some guard sword before we get even started on our fun, you hear me? Same to you. Well then, let's get going. May fate be on our side. Damn right.
Damn straight, bro.
Damn straight.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You're not supposed to be here. Get back to... Ah, stay back! Don't make me kill you! Wait, stop!
I had
Too
one
late.
day from retirement.
Well, rip to that guy then. Should have been a guard at the torture mansion, huh? You're up. Come and draw your bloody cards already.
Don't rush me, I'm thinking.
On with it. It's almost lunch.
I'm playing Blue Eyes White Dragon. If I hold this and throw away those, then I could.
Christ. Hmm? You hear that? Sounds like something's happening downstairs.
Quit trying to distract me.
They're so stupid.
I ain't letting you run off with the pot like last time.
No, I'm serious. Something's going on down there. I don't know what this voice is.
It's probably just a slave getting beat. How are you not used to it by now?
Oh no, something feels off to me. I'm gonna go check it out. Don't even think about messing with the cars while I'm gone.
I won, hurry back. Ain't no bones for giving a rat's arse. So it beats me what's he so eager about. God, I wish I could have gotten hired at a place that paid a little better. Am I seeing things? I swear I just saw something move. You on the wall! Get down from there! What do you think you're doing? You're not supposed to be upright. No. Put your knife away before I... Whoa! Whoa! Jacopo! Ah, whoa,
Animation!
Whoa. Hey, you're up there playing cards and you'd never call yourself a guard. I expect the resistance to be light, but not this bad. I should take care of this and get out of here before the other returns. It's amazing how much better a knife feels in my hand than a sword. So much easier to handle. It's not much help if they manage to job on me first. Maybe I'll ask Gerten to teach me how to use a sword if we both make it through the day. I hate the idea of giving him any more reason to claim superiority over me. I can't think of anyone better than him.
Keeping an eye on my surroundings, I climbed up onto the watchtower. I could hear shouting in the distance. It seemed Gratian was doing his job. I pulled a brightly colored cloth from my pocket and fixed it to the highest point of the tower. As it began flapping in the wind, I turned my attention toward a hill in the distance. A group of tiny dots emerged from behind a rock formation heading this way. I let out a sigh of relief.
Next up, time to make some noise. Noise.
Backup! We need backup! The slaves are revolting!
Revolting? Are you serious? What do I think you're carrying that damn sword for? You shouldn't need to back up to just put them down.
Yes, but there's too many of them! And they're not messing around either! They're stampeding right through us! They don't care how many of them die! And one of them is practically a giant!
Quit pissing yourself on a bunch of damn slaves.
Well...
Who cares how big of them
They
is?
are!
They're not armed, just...
They are! Behind you!
Oh, huh? Sorry to disappoint you, but we are armed. With those guns?
Yeah.
Maybe you should consider posting another couple of guards in front of your armory.
Yeah, that was a miss. That was an oversight.
Yeah.
There he is!
Come on, little man. Let's see what you get.
Ah!
You're no fun! Anywho. Get these gates open, boys.
Yeah!
Oh, I take it there's a couple of people. He's actually did his job instead of booking the hell out of here. Good on him. Because that's exactly what I was going to do if he didn't see his people when we opened the gates.
Damn.
Because he actually is good for his word. Which means I'm sticking through to the very end.
I guess he has morals somewhere. It's fine.
Morales.
Morales.
Hey, take out as many of the buses as you can and on your way in. And be thorough. You want a clean escape and you won't want to give them a chance to surround us. Keep at it. Don't let them go organized.
Let's go! Let's go, let's
If
go,
we
let's
fuck
go.
this up, if we fuck this up the ass pipe, it's the gallows for us all.
This guy is great, I love it.
If you need a weapon, grab a rope, a vase, a fucking decapitated head, anything you can find. Oi, don't pick up me! Don't use me as a weapon! Retain, how are things progressing? Smooth as a baby behind. You reinforcements here, making good work of the guards and getting as many slaves out as you can. I'm glad to hear it. Then let's head down to the Great Hall. Aye, let's. And like nothing more than triple the Lord's head right off his shoulder. The point is not to kill the Lord. It's a deal just enough to of a blow that he stops throwing so many damn banquets. For now, anyway. And what if a trip and Mysore just happens to run him through? However you didn't, if it's all possible, but whatever happens, happens. Alright, let's do this.
Yeah!
This Mina is unnecessarily noisy in there. Did some of the other beat us to it, maybe? For as I know, we're the first ones here. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Come on.
Oh, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3!
Chaos reigned over the manor, but the chaos in the hall where the Lord held his banquet was of a slightly different flavor. A buzz filled the room. Noblemen and women murmured, shuffling backwards, putting distance between each other, tossing goblets to the ground. As Gratian has suspected, we were the first one here. So why was everyone so tense? Whatever the cause of the disturbance, it seemed it was at least partially to thank for things proceeding so smoothly.
The question is, what is happening there?
Out of the corner of my eye, I caught sight of the Lord. He stomped over toward the far end of the halls. Sitting atop the makeshift altar was the same young girl I had seen a week prior. For a brief moment, relief came over me at the knowledge that she was still alive, but that relief quickly morphed into dread.
You.
He unlocked the shackles binding the girl. Too weak to hold herself up, she fell forward into a slump, her long burgundy hair fanning out around her limp body. And then...
You're a damn witch wearing a saint's skin!
The Lord raised his sword high above his head.
Gretel, I'll be borrowing that. What? Hey, you little son of a... What?
I hurled Grishan's long sword for the Lord, knocking his blade from his hand. The 2 swords rattled to the ground. I tossed my gaze to the girl for a split second. She was very clearly out of it, but seemed to be breathing. Finally realizing a pair of slaves had just burst in on them, the noble's panic swelled, and one of them started shouting for the guards.
Well, fuck me sideways. There goes any chance we had to a surprise attack. Damn it all. And we had the perfect distraction too. Ah, the hell with it. Get in here, boys.
Yeah!
Yeah! Wait a sec. I need my swords first.
The next second, the room was enveloped in a cacophony of shouting and screaming and clanging. Most of the nobles carried swords, but very few actually seemed to have any idea of how to use them, the majority scrambling for the back exit.
You insolent worm. Who do you think I am? To threaten your lord is to slight God. Ever cocky bastard, I see. Tell me, do you have any idea what's happening right now? Silence, cur! You'll regret ever defying me. I'm nothing more original, you third-rate fairy tale villain.
Oof. I was the one who had said the Lord's death was not part of the plan. There I was going straight for him. Gratian was absolutely right. The Lord had been distracted with the girl when we arrived, but I had thrown that advantage away. I'd seen God knows how many slaves killed in hardly 2 weeks' time. Adding another body to the pile shouldn't have fazed me one bit. Logically, there was no reason for me to care, but I couldn't just leave her. And of course, now that I picked a fight with the Lord, I had no choice but to follow through to the very end. I dashed for the Lord, scooping up one of the dropped swords and swinging it down on him. But my blade cut through nothing but air. I had assumed he would be a pushover, another noble obsessed with money and power and helpless to defend himself. There was no hiding the look of shock on my face.
Damn, he can move.
Barnier slid out of range, swiping the remaining sword at the ground and whipping it through the air with practice grace.
Perhaps you should have saved this night yapping for when you have the skill to back it up, insignificant cur. We'll see if you still feel the same way when I'm through with you.
I closed the gap. He flashed. He swung. I parried. Steel and steel ripped through hot air, carving ephemeral silver arcs in empty space. Our blades locked.
What are you hoping to accomplish with this revolt? What's your endgame?
My ooh. Dun, dun, dun.
My ooh?
My ooh.
My endgame?
Ooh.
To get out of this hellhole and be free from slavery once and for all. I have my doubts about whenever you ever were a slave at all. But no matter, why attack me? What do you care about the girl? What do you have to gain from saving her? He's right. I have nothing to gain from rescuing the girl. All I've accomplished is making this whole process needlessly messy. That said, do I need to have something to gain? Are you saying I should just sit back and watch as you murder an innocent little girl? I was angry and I thought I'd do something about it. Nothing more, nothing less. Is it really so hard to understand? Nothing more than a childish hero complex. Just the answer I would expect from a foolish little boy with his head in the clouds. Excusez-moi? You're a punny warrior, powerless to truly save anyone. You merely want to help the girl so you can pat yourself on the back and pretend you did a good deed. You simply want an excuse to be proud of your worthless self. Look at her, the girl's hardly even breathing. She'll be dead soon enough, with or without my help. Who do you think is to blame for that? You don't even have any right to judge the value of her life. My role in this is irrelevant. Was saving a dead girl part of the plan? It wasn't, was it? You diverged from the script to rescue a girl whose life is on no word to you whatsoever. All you could do is momentarily feel good about yourself. The misstep will be the downfall of you, worm.
Why is no one stabbing him during this monologue? There has to be someone there. This is getting on my nerves. Enough!
Enough! I'll put you back in the ground where you belong. Ugh, not a chance! God damn, for a flamboyant, from the flamboyant dress asshole, he's really good. There's not nearly as much force behind his swings as Gartian's, but he's quick. I can barely keep up, let alone react. I hope you enjoy eternity in hell! You'll have plenty of time to reflect on your little lapse in judgment. Damn it! I can't let this bastard kill me when we're so close to succeeding. I need to keep my cool. Yes, he's got me beat in agility. But Gartian is a much more skilled swordsman than him. I can handle this. Oh.
Ooh.
Nani? Sheer determination can only mask a lack of skill for so long, boy. Look at yourself. You're out of breath. The sword of your flaying around is getting heavier and heavier. Shut your mouth, damn it! I've hardly even broken a sweat. I swear to God, I will have your head. Ha! Lord Barnier is okay, I'm secure, my lord. Some of fun is over. Be grateful you're still breathing, cur. Hey, wait, we're not done yet. You cannot do that. Get back here, goddamn you.
I made to go after him, but in an instant, a wall of guards had formed between us. Traces of fear were visible in most of their eyes. Even exhausted as I was, I could have probably made it through. But before I could as much as consider attempting to give chase, I caught a glimpse of the girl, limp and covered in gashes, causing me to come back to my senses.
What's getting into me? There's no point in going after him. The slave's husband freed and his valuables plundered. The plan was a huge success. What I should be concerned with now is getting myself out of here. I need to stay focused.
I took a moment to survey the hall, reevaluate the situation. Things had progressed somewhat since I had got it in my head to go after the Lord.
Many of the slaves were gone, and the guards were beginning to mobilize. They were better equipped, trained, and more fit than us, and we were, for the most part, fueled entirely by determination and righteous anger, which would only go so far in direct combat. Christian was probably the only one on our side with any sort of real training. One man was not enough to win this fight, especially now that our main advantage, surprise, was exhausted.
Hey, Jacopo, if you are finished with your business, I'd really like to get the hell out of here. I may be a badass, but I ain't a god. Right, yeah, sorry for the hold-up.
Before regrouping with Gretchen, I knelt before the girl.
Hello, can you stand? Hello, can you hear me?
I gently shook the girl by the shoulder, and the only response I got was a limp wag of her head. It was clear she was in no condition to walk. Guess I'll have to carry her. I thought I made to pick her up. When I saw her face and gasped.
Dear God.
It was horrific. Unsettling marks covered the young girl's face. Primal repulsion was my first reaction, and shortly thereafter came overwhelming pity. I obviously had no way of knowing what kind of life the girl had led, but something told me it was far worse than any of the countless children who grew up in the slums, struggling day after day.
Hey, get moving, I ain't waiting around. I'm coming.
I grabbed the girl's arms, wrapped them around my neck from behind, and climbed to my feet. I could feel her breath, faint though it was on my ear.
You hang in there.
And then I broke into a dash, leaving the fading panic of the Great Hall behind. Alright. This seems like a perfect place to end it. Yeah, I was waiting for that revolt scene to end. Because we were right.
So just so you know.
Yeah. What are we dealing with?
The main scenario here is like 10 hours, right?
Okay. Yeah, so it's like...
And the side stories are between 1 and 2 hours, depending on which one.
Okay, so 2 more streams.
Probably. 2 more stream of the main one, and yeah. 2, 3, maybe.
Yeah. We will see.
Yep.
But yeah, it was just so we didn't like do the whole thing in one big swoop. Let's see. Let me just get you guys on.
Yes.
Wrong button. There we go. Right button. And
yes.
Get you musiced up.
Ooh.
As I do a double whammy there. There we go. And it's config and then return to title.
Yeah, it's like this is 10 hours. We did maybe like 1.5 hours or 2 hours of this one. So right. 8 hours plus 3 hours. I just have to all live for.
I don't really know any other way to exit the game.
Oh boy.
It's always confusing, you know. 98 minutes, so we've played 1.5 hours. So 1 hour 40 minutes. I think we're going at a decent pace though.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good pace.
Yeah. Let's see if there's anyone playing anything like kind of you know, related.
Yeah.
If not, it's all good.
Oh boy. I try to stop myself from coughing.
Yeah, okay, not really. Okay, well, that's all good. Then I will just send you guys to sleep. And we'll be back next week with some Pokemans and all of the good stuff, you know?
Good stuff.
Yeah, all the good stuff. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us today, and I love you guys, and see you soon. Bye-bye. Oyasamina.
Oyasamina.